Hiya, my name's Nick. Welcome to the Bear's Paws. What can I get you?
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? How are we? Hello, bot. Very prompt. Very prompt bot. You can see and hear me. That's good to know. Very good to know. Nice hat. Nice hat. Bot is on time for a change. Bot is actually fairly before me there. It was ready before I was. Which is a good thing, really. Makes a bleeding change, doesn't it? Really does. So how are we? Mandy, Kirsty, how are we? We all fantastic, are we? Are we full of the joys of spring? Hang on. It's there. I was messing with something earlier on. Yeah, on screen chat, I was messing with something, that's why it wasn't on. I have changed the on. So I've changed the off, hang on. Yeah, the off logo on Stream Deck is now a different logo, so I can tell exactly what it is out the corner of my eye. But I haven't changed the on logo as well, because these buttons are on off. There's an on and an off logo as well that goes with them. All the other ones are just play once and they're fine. But yeah, I've been adding some other bits and pieces. Beautiful hat, thank you. I've been in a very hatty mood, haven't I, the last couple of days. I even wore my bucket on the way out earlier to have my little walk. And it was a little walk. It had to be, because I'm absolutely exhausted. One game. That's all it was. One match. My car is there. You see? I know you can't see because the camera's there, but my car is there. You walk out the front door and it's there. And I drove and then parked up near the stadium. Walked into the stadium. Up the steps was a pain in the arse, obviously. Sat down for 2.5 hours. Got back in my car. And then I'm exhausted. How does that work? I buttoned before you could finish typing. Great minds think alike, Mandy. Ali, oh. How you doing? You okay? You think I need a top hat too? I don't think I'd be able to get away with wearing a top hat. Kirsty can because it suits her, but I don't know. Have I got the minerals to wear a top hat on stream? Maybe a felt one, a felt top hat. A silk blouse, a silk blouson shirt, and a quill. I'll go full poet. How's that for you? You agree? Of course you do, Kirsty. She with the shares in the top hat company. Ali, back in a few. No worries. Got to attend to something. You go and attend. We'll still be here. You never know until you try. True. Right. Silk poet's blouse, kilt, top hat. Anything else? It's a powerful look, isn't it? Let's face it. That is a powerful vibe. Should we have a look? I'll have a look on Amazon because normally you get some really, really good shit on there as well, don't you? These aren't top hats. These are... Well, they are. That's... There's a purple asymmetric one. Looks very Willy Wonka. Steampunk steampunk top hat with glasses on the front. They look alright, actually. I'd wear them. Do you reckon I could get away with wearing one of them? Very steamy punk. We'll check. Steve-O, how you doing? Is EB still on? Is he still going, or was it a quickie? I don't know. I've not looked. I've barely looked at anything today apart from the ceiling. I had a proper lie-in today. I had cramp in the stroke leg, which is horrible. Cramp in the stroke leg. Yeah, you got cramp in your stroke leg. Casper, how you doing, bud? Yep. Helen and Ruby Roo, of course. Helen, the Norfolk correspondent, doing remarkable work in the field. That hat would work. Are we sure about it? I'll save it just in case. Does it come with all the patches and stuff? Everything's stuck on it, I think, already. I think. I'm not sure. I'll look into it later. I could go, couldn't I? Full on Vince Noir in the Mighty Boosh. I could just proper go into accessorise. The full on, yeah, I might do that. We'll see. Casper, you went to the medieval festival in Horston's yesterday. Bought a mug and some mead and saw some jousting. Ooh, happy days. EB's finished. He was having a bit of a meltdown. When you say he's finished, do you mean his stream's finished, or is he finished? Is he flounced off? Adam, how you doing, bud? How's it going, yeah, Roy? Bloody hell. A big sick hello to the 3,000 people watching me on Twitch at the moment. As I look, no, there's not 6,000. Stream is finished, right? No worries. No crown, though, of course not. Would I do anything like that? Cancels crown. Adam hit his 3,000 hours on YouTube. Yes, there you go. There's the big news. That is the first thing. That's obviously 3 hours. 3,000 hours is more than 1,000 hours. Hitting that first, you then go on to your 4,000. That is a massive step, hitting the 3,000. And now you're into the money making and the expanded possibilities of YouTube, which is fantastic. The 1,000 to go to 4K, you should hit, I would hope, fairly quickly. It's been a bit of a drag for me, but that's because mine's all based on live streaming. So last year's streams are falling off, and this year's streams are just going on. Yeah, brilliant, absolutely superb achievement, that. And to get to, come on. Oh, don't tell me that's not working now. Buttons are going to be pressed, and then things are going to be punched. Why is oh no, it's alright. There's something bloody annoying with this. I thought I'd sorted something out earlier and I didn't. I will sort it later. To hell with the consequences. In the meantime, Adam's going for his 4,000, so we'll pin him up here now. In the pinned comment, Adam's got a fantastic channel, coffee based. Everything you didn't realise you needed to know, but you do, is on there. Top quality stuff. Go and check it out. Get them onto 4,000. Come on. We can do this, peeps. We can do this. Confetti cannon. If anyone can, confetti cannon can. You've got a massive rant coming out tomorrow called Why I Hate Instant Coffee. Right, well, there you go. The link, the pinned link in the chat. Have a look on there. That should be good. Onwards and upwards is the exact phrase what you should be looking for. You hit the 3 and then we're on to 4. And then from there, who knows? But it's an absolutely incredible achievement hitting that. And I'll say it right now, there is loads of people who've made huge careers on YouTube are telling you this is how easy it is to do these things. It is not easy at all. Getting those 3,000 hours is an absolute grind and takes a hell of a lot of work and effort. I'm telling you. Don't believe them when they say it's easy, because it's not. Yeah, keep an eye out for that tomorrow. Helen Groobs, yeah. Imagine one day having a YouTube channel that pays your rent or mortgage. Wouldn't it be fantastic? I'd be happy if I just paid some of the yearly subs that I've got for things like editing software and, well, not editing software as much as the likes of Canva, things like that. Just pay for some of them and I'll be happy. Yeah, ask EB about that. I think there'd be a temptation, wouldn't there, to think I've made it and then I can rely on this, but I would have to carry on working because I would never trust myself that this would carry on going forever, because you know it wouldn't. But whatever, anything the channel makes, we'll go back into the channel and we'll go back into making things a bit easier, I would say. Ali's eating the spice bag as we speak, so stick you behind the bar, of course. 15 minutes in, we haven't even started. And we're piggly dinging. There we go. Can imagine EB makes a fair whack each month with the amount of followers that he's got. But you do have to, I think those lads, to be able to make that money, also have to be able to keep on creating. Because as soon as you take your foot off the gas with that and you disappear for a couple of weeks, I can imagine the viewers just drop off, which is why I think when Spencer come over to the UK, they made sure they recorded a shitload of stuff before he went, just so they ended up with stuff to post constantly until he got back. You take your eye off the ball, it's no good, man. Esther, how you doing? You okay? Mandy, you're eating goo. What goo are you eating? Come on, let me know. I've got one left, just one pot left in the fridge. That's not good enough. I haven't even got a choice. I've got goo and that's it. I need new goo. What you're having? I'll have another one of these, please. Ali Ali-o. The good ship's ales on the Ali Ali-o. That's what EB's worried about, yeah. Anybody, I think, that goes into YouTube should look at it like it's a bonus. If it helps pay towards your mortgage, just think to yourself, well, this month, next month, and whatever months, I'm getting help with it. Until your house is paid for or whatever it is, but otherwise, don't rely on it. Just use it as a bonus. That's the way I look at it anyway. Mind you, I haven't got 100,000 followers, so it might be different when you reach that and you see the wedge coming in, like. But I know, I was going to say, I know how much effort goes into these videos. I obviously don't, because mine are all shit, but even just making the reason, the rhyme, bouncing out and recording in a few different places took ages. Having to drive somewhere, see if there was somewhere suitable to record, making sure there's no ridiculous noise in the background. I tried to record something outside a record shop in Southport, the one that I go to. And as I got out the car, there's a pub over the road and there was karaoke night. I thought, there's no way on earth I can record anything because there will be there'll be strikes, community strikes on there and all kinds of stuff. You then have to go and find somewhere else to record something. There's loads of effort gets involved. And that's without the editing. The editing for me was fairly straightforward because it is literally just, I will talk and I need to cut a little bit off the end or a bit off the start, I can do. That's about it. I had an issue, which you can probably see with the audio at the start. No matter how many attempts I made, it would not. It looked like it was all right. And as soon as I went to render it, it was off slightly. So in the end, I just thought, fuck it, who cares? But that wound me up and that took hours. And that's just for a shitty little throwaway video. People who put loads of effort in, like, you know, like Sir Adam, putting proper effort into the videos, it must absolutely wire you, wear you out, wire you. It must be wired at the end of it. Kev said he made 346 on a video. The reaction video was one of a large CPV, and if someone claims the copyright on it, they just take all of it anyway. So if all you're doing is reaction videos, I think it would be difficult to make a huge amount of money unless you were getting serious amounts of views. If you start making your own stuff, no matter what it is, you'll make more on that. Just vlogging, you'll make more on, I think. But they're still really popular videos, aren't they, reaction ones? So there must be a reason why people do them. It must make some money at least. Yeah, it's why a lot of the channels have moved to comedy and documentaries, because even though it's copyright, it's not as easy to pick up as music is. Music, the record companies are shit hot at it, and I don't know if it's AI they're using or whatever they're using to troll through YouTube, but you put any kind of music on and they are on you within seconds. It's crazy. Oh, let's have a look. This one's milk chocolate mousse with ganache. Oh, yes, that does sound nice. Ganache sounds so posh. It is. It's very posh. It's probably Guinness, like spinach, but we call it ganache, like spinach. Pint for me. Like, what's my lip syncing like? It shouldn't be syncing at all. It's a camera and I've got 32-bit float onboard fucking mic, which is supposed to auto sync, but when I put it onto the rendering platformy thing, it went tits up, and now I know why. So it won't happen again. But yeah, I learned a lot from that video. The next one will be quicker to make. Might not be any better, but it'll be quicker to make at least. Which I was supposed to go out and record some tonight, but I couldn't be asked because I'm absolutely wasted. I had cramp in the stroke leg during the night and had to wake up I had to wake up. I woke up with it, jumped out of bed and ow, ow, ow. Kirsty, got a feast in the freezer? Ooh, get on it. Like Wallace and Gromit. They make money from merch and Patreon. They will. I think if you got if you got over 100,000 subscribers, I would say that they are pretty reliable, loyal and reliable subscribers. So you will be able to get them to move on to other platforms where you can make a bit more. But I can also imagine people who are on this platform are fairly loyal to YouTube as well because of where they came from. Not automatically run into the first other site they can get to, or doing that but keeping another presence on here as well. Did I get to meet Tom? I didn't. If he's on tonight, we'll ask. Next home game. Every time someone walked past, I thought, oh, is that him? Is that him? But it wasn't. Any luck with the Joe Nuts? No. I worked all week and the weekend has been written off by football and aching. But I will have to go to the shop tomorrow, won't I, for for comestibles, so I'll go over to Sainsbury's. Difficult enough to make one video a week. Not sure you have it in you to make members only content, and you don't do live streams, so no super chats. You do get super thanks on videos, or you can do anyway. The members only thing, what you can do with that, if you're going to put a video out on Friday, put it out on Thursday for your members, so they're only getting it 24 hours early, but it's still something a little bit extra. You could do the stream for your members just once a month. Do a stream where you talk about how much effort there is in making your videos. This is where I get my ideas from. This is how I make them. These are the programs I use on the internet for it. Just little bits like that, just little behind the scenes. Doesn't have to be a brand new video, and you can have it at the lowest tier anyway, which I think's, is it 99 cents or £1 or something. It's more to give people an opportunity to support your channel rather than giving them a shitload of other content. So it could be worth having a look at, mate. Have a look at some of the stuff that you can do. Have a look on YouTube at some of the ideas, members' ideas, because it's interesting if nothing else. Is that an helicopter? There's someone that keeps going from Blackpool to Liverpool and back in a helicopter, a private one. No idea who it is, but it's bloody loud. How's me marans are? Unless you get them on premieres, you can on premieres. You can also, people can just, if you have a look on a video while you're watching it, there's also, well, once you okayed into the partner program, on your video there should be a little dollar bill at the bottom. Anybody who's watching your video who likes it can just click on that and give you a donation as well. So you can get them that way. I haven't yet. All mine have been through live streaming, but then I'm pretty much a live stream channel at the moment, aren't I? My mum and dad are sound. My dad had to go back to Litherland today to get his stuff done. Back to Formby tomorrow. I've got to take him to Aintree on the 10th, which is lucky because I'm off. So I can take him there and make sure he's alright. The necklace mic sounds great. That's the Hollyland Lark M2, which is a little round microphone which you can have. There's a little magnet on the back, so you can just put the magnet behind there and stick it on here, or there's a little clip magnet you can put on, stick it in your cap or something. But the necklace, I think, works the best for me. Means I don't lose it if we score when I jump up and down in the match. Connor, how you doing, bud? You okay? And they're not overly expensive either, those mics. I think there was 2 of them and a receiver. Only about £100, which I don't mind if it's good quality stuff, because I get loads of use out of them. Ren made loads on super chats on his premieres, yeah. United didn't play well today, did they, apparently? I tried to avoid it as I don't like Liverpool, obviously. A pint of YouTuber's tears, please. Oh, come on, Steve, that'd be far too salty to drink, mate. How's your first autumn day been? It's been lovely, it's been dead warm and a bit rainy, like. You've had a rally, Caribbean, yeah, last 3 days. Rally cars revving all over the shop. You do have quite a few things, don't you, in Wales for classic cars and stuff. Classic cars and rallies. The British rally used to be in Wales as well, didn't it? Or the UK part of the world rally used to be there all the time. Cake and sandwiches, lovely stuff. One Dutch manager against another. Liverpool won. Arne Slot is ex-Feyenoord, though they are the enemy. Yeah, we've had autumn for the past few weeks here, so it's not our first autumn day. How many microphones have I got now? Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, but 2 of those have got 2 mics on them, so I suppose in reality it would be 9. Am I missing any? Oh no, another one as well. I've got the Rode, haven't I? The Rode mic that I put in the car sometimes, and yeah, 10 mics. What the fuck have I got 10 mics? There's something wrong with me, there really is. Cameras everywhere, mics everywhere, lights. I'm surrounded by bleeding lights. The Lombard rally, that was the one I was thinking of. What was it called? Who was it sponsored by? Lombard. Am I doing a films ready in action? Yes. Me clapperboard in the background. It is set dressing at the moment, that's all that is. But you never know. When I do my first feature film. Yeah, always got a lot of rally stuff and classic car all through the year. Well, I know Hubnut. He's not far away from Aberystwyth, I don't think. He's always travelling around Wales. Absolutely loves it, and there's car meets constantly. Looks a good place if you like your classic cars. Mostly sunny and 21 over there. It's warm today. It's been warm this evening. I went for my walk and I couldn't believe a couple of things. One, there was a dead pigeon on the lawn, just lying there, wings outstretched. Don't know what's happened to it, and it was warm and it was wet. Not the pigeon, the weather. But I walked. I made it all the way around. You have one mic and no cameras apart from a 2K webcam. I've got stuff everywhere. Just cameras everywhere. Streaming cameras. I've got 2 of them. 2 of them. Yeah. 2 Sony A5 100s, a Sony ZV-E10, a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, a GoPro Hero 4, a GoPro Hero 10. What else? There's fucking cameras absolutely everywhere. I think I've got a couple of webcams as well. Logitech webcams, I think. Me drone, yeah, don't forget me drone. I love a light, I do. I've got me massive, stupid, parabolic dome there. Me light box. It's me key light, me fill light. Me rim lights are behind me, obviously. 2 stream decks. If you'd have said this to me over 2 years ago, you would end up spending hundreds, if not thousands, on stuff that you wouldn't have even considered buying years ago. I would have said, oh, piss off, will you? But I'm not spending it on alcohol, so for me, I think it's good. It's much better. Much more healthy. Does the clapperboard light up? No, it doesn't. It's a straightforward woodeny clapperboard. And if you don't want to use one of them, see if this works now. Where is it? Yes, C for clapperboard, you absolute fucking idiot. There's an app for that. If you're into all that kind of thing. Mandy, did Nick sort out the New Jersey flag? You bet your arse I did. You can just about see the yellow one at the bottom there. That is the New Jersey flag. The latest addition to the United States of wardrobe. I think I might have to at some point work out the camera angles better in here. I'll have a look at that during the week. Curious that you've got a laptop mic and camera. Did have a mic with headphones till joust chews through the wires. Get everything wireless. Welcome to the joys of a faceless YouTube channel. Yeah, but you have to put more effort in than I do. I just sit here and talk shit. For that you do need a camera. And I am an absolute tech wanker. I do love it. The drone, I need to get out a bit more often, I think. Although it's been really windy. That's the problem with it. It's not a full-on drone. It's a little flying selfie stick, they call it, don't they? Got 2 GoPro Hero 3 Black Editions bought in 2013. I got the GoPro Hero 4, and I've got a brilliant magnet mount for the side of the car, which I use sometimes when I'm down the beach streaming. It is brilliant, so much better than normal suction ones. So I think I'm going to get the 4, stick it on the side of the car, and I don't care if it smashes into a million pieces. It'll be worth it just to see what it looks like. New jersey for Tony Soprano for Shakes. It was on yesterday on the live stream when I got home. This time next year we'll be able to generate live video through AI like we're on Street Maps. We will. It's going to get stupid, isn't it? But there will always be a place for someone who's just willing to put the effort in. Like me. Act stupid. Will AI act stupid on command? Well, it probably will do, won't it? Pronounced Joyzy, it is, yeah. Grab a coffee. We'll talk about Joyzy. You don't see anything yellow. It looks a bit more orangey because there's lights all around it. Obviously there's fucking lights all around it. I'm a light knob. But that one, the bottom one out of 1, 2, 3, 4 that you can probably see in the corner, the bottom one with a yellowy tint, that's Joyzy. Yeah, I'm going to have to change the camera angle, I think, so I can fit more in. I don't think I'm zoomed in. I think it might be, I don't know. Should be fairly wide. They do. They drink coffee. Oh my god. Let's go to Joyzy and drink coffee. Yes, it's kind of orange. I think because possibly yellow plus a red light, which you can see bouncing onto the top of the clapperboard, will make it look slightly more orange. Love that accent. It is posh, isn't it? Dark blob in the middle. No, that's me, Mandy. That's me. Have we done any more on the extension? Yep. Waiting for the roof to be fitted, and then did you send any more vids? If there's going to be more vids, you know what's going to happen. Connor, you can go behind next. No worries, mate. You can do. Because your favourite cam was your Canon XL1, but you lost it after a break-in. Oh, shit, out, mate. Horrible, that. I will say the ZVE1, ZVE1, if you're from Europa, is a fantastic camera. It really is. If you put a half-decent lens on it, it looks incredible. But the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is absolutely superb for what it is. It's a tiny little thing. Very lightweight. It's got a gimbal on the top of it. Some of the stuff I've got with that has looked superb. And I bought some filters for it. ND filters and a polarizing filter and a black mist filter. And of course, as soon as I bought them, it's done nothing but fucking rain. There's been no sun around or light. I thought it was pink orangey colour. It's because the red. That's why, because the red's there. Louise, evening all. By the way, I saw Otto the exploding helicopter last night. Not only did I see that, it was on my big telly and my ma went, is that a helicopter exploding on your telly there? She never said it that scally like, but I said, yeah, it is. But it's not. It's just fireworks. Well, it's interesting, that, isn't it? Interesting. It's a fine helicopter exploding. It's fantastic. Yeah, Lulu. Lucky to get away with that, Steve. Only you. Only you. Yellow was your favourite song by Coldplay, can't it? The first 2 albums were sound, then after that it just seems like copy and paste to me, Coldplay. Not my scene, man. Yes, come on, you yellows. Steve likes yellow as well, especially when teamed with green. Oh, so you're going to have to get a plumber and a spark. You need your fix of the Boogie Gorilla. Is that his name, is it? Do we have the Boogie Gorilla? Goedenavond, hadden we. Ben je goed? Yes. Alice just give you the 3rd degree with one of those angle poise lamps in your face. What is your name? How is the extension? Lost 2 lenses, an extra fisheye and an adapter leather bag for the lenses in the break-in. Oh, man. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Glad I saw it. It was good. It was really good. Not just that. The rest of it as well was good. I'm not sure I could get used to the commentator though. A bit too energetic for me. Maybe on a normal day I'd have been alright with that, but after going to the footy and being annoyed, getting beat by fucking Bournemouth. Where was it being held yesterday? Bournemouth. And someone getting all excited. I was like, no, I don't need excitement from Bournemouth right now. I've had enough of that for the day. But, you know, yeah, he was full of enthusiasm, wasn't he? And when I say enthusiasm, might have been coffee. Could have been on the coffee. Oh, yeah. Getting through the week is bloody hard these days. Love the Boogie Gorilla. He's got the moves, man. Paris couldn't get down quick enough with the sparklers on the boots. I am not surprised. That was truly impressive watching that, though. And even more so for the fact that when you said it was a dusk display, you weren't messing. It was perfect. If it was too dark, you wouldn't be able to see as much as you could last night. If it was too light, you wouldn't be able to see what was coming off the buoys. It was perfectly timed, I think. I like it. Yes, how are the animals? Sorry, how are they? How are the dieren? The night before they jumped from higher, and one had a 30-foot length, a length of fireworks strapped to his hand's crankle. Heavy salad, that man. Work is going. The animals were pretending to be dead all day because it's 32C. What? That's still summer. That's full on summer. Can I play the Boogie Gorilla bit on its own? I could do if I uploaded it on its own, Mandy. I could. But at the moment, no es posible, man. Did I catch the 2 planes with the LEDs? I did. They were fantastic, them. We need more of that, just random around the country. People turn up with those planes with LEDs and just stand there and watch them. Amazing. It was good. It was interesting to watch. And I didn't even turn over. I didn't turn over and watch Wigan playing against Catalan. Was that last night? Was that? Oh, was it? No, it wasn't, was it? Saturday it was. Yeah, it was. Catalan versus Wigan. I didn't watch that. I watched the display instead. My dad had the Wigan game on the other telly, so I could keep my eye on it anyway. Good win for Wigan, that. Esther, you can relate with the dogs. It's too hot there as well, is it? Horrible, isn't it? But it's give it a couple of weeks, you'll be moaning about how bloody cold it is. We all will be. I can sense that coming. Put that on my list. There you go. Put that on my to-do list. There's been a little white chalk writer for writing on the clapperboard. Yeah, any more joust escapes? Good question. Now, how do we? Any more joust escapes, Kirsty? Has he been making the a bolt for it? Can I pretend to me? Why has that done that? I haven't done anything. I haven't touched anything. Fucking hell. That was playing earlier. Why has it stopped? It's being a knobhead, isn't it? Obviously. You have to turn the sound up because it's bouncing down there. Third time today. It has been very rainy, hasn't it? It's been rainy here as well, in fact. No idea, it's pitch black. But when I first started this earlier, there was loads of rain on my car. Although I've not been out in it today. I did yesterday. My daughter rang. Can I come round? Do you mean, can you come round? Why are you asking? Stupid. She wanted a walk, but I'm not having that. So I went and picked her up and she come round for an hour or two. And I got a hug, obviously. I needed one yesterday. Man, you never even noticed. Ali's on the ball. She's on the ball. Alright, so he's going out. He's now figured out to get back in. That's a good start, isn't it? Goes out every couple of days. Has to go out and have a pee.
Next.
Oh, Piggly Ding, next. Right. Connor is behind the bar. Get your orders into Connor. Yeah, cats like going out, don't they? They pee everywhere, so they own everything, and then we'll find a lady cat to have some hot monkey loving with. What's the bleeding hell? What else have I got? That's KNF concept. That's bizarre. How have I got that? Oh, I know what it is. It's okay. It's sound, I know. Feels weird that it's already dark before 9. It does. Like I say, I went and got my daughter yesterday and it was about 8:30, maybe 20 to 9, and it felt like a real winter's night. Far too dark. If it was only a couple of weeks, I'd be red hot and be light. The sun would still be out, but no, it's gone now. 16 in the chat. How did that happen? 16 people turned up, Mandy. Next question. All vegetarian in the sandwiches. Oh, we've got soups and things as well, haven't we? Is that paella? Hit the likes. Thank you very much. Jinxie, how you doing? Yep, great video. It was superb. I love seeing things about places that I know about but don't know about. Garbage. You're only happy when it rains. Yeah, sounds about right, doesn't it? Sick of this bloody heat. I'm only happy when it rains. wine for Louise. Not a pint with a flake in it. That's the only one that's got fish in it. Lisbon's in the same time zone as London. Susanna was telling you, even in the depths of winter, it doesn't get dark till 6. Isn't that weird? I suppose it's a bit further south as well, isn't it? A bit further south, and it's still slightly... Is it slightly west? Portugal. So it will be, won't it? As the time zone goes, probably Steve's as far east as you can get. And then, well, Lisbon, the whole of the west coast of Portugal, and that little bit of Spain at the top, La Coruña. That'll also... No, they'll be normal Spanish time, won't they? Portugal will be as far west as you can get in there. Security Steve and Dogger Jackie. You remember when Umbrella was in the charts? It rained every day for a month. That's a sign. Whoever's watching, join in. We don't bite. We don't, genuinely. Yeah, a bit of Umbrella. Ella, Ella, A. Jinxie, you're going to get a drink first to boost your confidence before you go dogging. Dutch courage, as it's known. Ali's just after eating, so she won't bite you, unless you ask nicely. Mandy bites. Yeah, some do actually bite. Be careful. Beware. We just talk nonsense, but lovely nonsense. We do. It's nice. You don't bite hard, Louise, but you bite with style and panache. What does Dutch courage mean? It means bravery through alcohol. I don't know where it comes from, but that's what we say when you need a drink before you go and do something. You have one for Dutch courage. I'm wondering, would it be something to do with sailing? Is that what it is? Could be, yeah. It could be from the Anglo-Dutch Wars. It might just be you have to have a little tot of Navy rum before you go and fight the Dutch. So we've kept it ever since. Or a shot of grog, which was a drink made from rum. I think it was with something else, wasn't it? Which is why cheap alcohol still gets called grog. Aye. Having a drink to remove your inhibitions. Jackie, you bite nicely when asked. Is that on the menu in the car park, is it? Ask nice or ask twice. Kirsty's definitely a vampire, but a really nice one. She is a nice vampire. A glampire. That's what she is. A glamour vampire with a top hat, which I might be following, of course. And my own little steampunk top hat, who knows? Or dares to ask. And you lost your inhibitions years ago. You really need to find them. Better off without them. You're all right. Angie, how you doing? Paid twice for a nice bite. You can write it on the chalkboard. That'll be the next film. There we go. Angie's in the house. She is. That's still a good bit of kit, that. But I do need to buy different ones, don't I? As our Tomash said me. Get new ones, man. Have a different beer of the week, which I didn't get, did I? Because the weekend's been obliterated by them gobshites. You do have a t-shirt saying, keep out of direct sunlight. How do you dry it after it gets washed? Yeah, don't need them in your line of work. It's the benefit, another benefit of being a faceless channel. Don't need inhibitions. Pay thrice for the kiss of life. Man, that's even worse, isn't it? Imagine that. You're on your back and you can see the angels playing harps above you. Come to the light, come to the light. And then there's some ginger Irish goddess with a rifle on her back saying, come on, 3 times, otherwise you're getting nothing. Just phone an ambulance. No. That's not how it works here. Connor, you want to be a vampire. Kirsty, get round and give Connor a bite on the neck. Yeah, that's because you're a vampire or a gremlin. Definitely get fed after midnight, I know that. That's if you remember the sausage rolls are in the oven, of course. Depends on who you ask. There's like a column A and a column B. Vampire, gremlin, vampire, gremlin. Jinxie wants a pint. Of course you do. A proper full-on pint. In one of those old school pint glasses. The ones that weigh an absolute ton. Don't feed after midnight, you'll be okay. And no going out in the rain. And you've already eaten a rack of lamb tonight and you're still hungry. What? A full rack of lamb. Or even a lack of ram, as I was almost going to say. Reminds you, you knew. Got to cook some sausage rolls. Get it done. Has to be done. Growing lad. I'm not a huge meat eater, but I have to say lamb. There's no better. Well, bacon's a better smell maybe, but not many better smells than lamb that's been in for on a low light for about 6 days. The smell of it's incredible. I will occasionally have some. Love Greg's sausage roll. Who's Greg? I'm all Greg, mother liquor. He is from the mighty bush, of course. The big ship sailed to the alley alley o. Me ma sings that. They're the ones you need to cook, your Greg's sausage rolls. Get them in. Tell us how long you need to time it for. I will piggly ding the timer. Which reminds me, I didn't piggly ding the timer. What an absolute knob I am. Are you still doing the carnivore diet, or did you cave, Adam? What happens? Well, since you've mentioned it, I have tried to ease down the amount of carbs that I eat. I am struggling to look a potato square in the face. Jackie, a lady doesn't tell. Brilliant. Tell us all then, in that case. You caved, but you're going back in. Went away and you crashed then. Isn't this one of those things, though, that if you can do it for as long as possible, even if you do occasionally cave, you've still done yourself some good by not following a normal diet? I think. You have a choice. Choose one for the rest of your life. Chocolate or potatoes? Chocolate for me. And that's only because I have had enough potatoes to last me an absolute lifetime. I used to like them. Not anymore. If I have to eat something healthy, I would much rather stock up on broccoli and cabbage and stuff like that from the vegetable side of things, or for if I'm having carbs, I'd rather have rice. And I like a bit of pasta. But again, I've tried to cut down on them a little bit as well. I haven't weighed myself for about 4 or 5 days. And like I said, my dad's noticed my legs are starting to get a bit more definition to them. Hopefully at some point I can up what I'm doing. Won't be any time soon, I'm telling you that now. But at some point I'll be able to up what I'm doing and hopefully start getting a bit fitter again. I miss being fit. Fit and live. I'm not live anymore. You do love potatoes, yes, but you couldn't live without chocolate. That's a different thing, isn't it? Like and couldn't live without is firmly yin yang there. Man, you love crisps covered in chocolate. That's a very difficult choice, and also filthy. You disgusting animal. You filthy animal. What are you doing? How can you buy them like that, or do you get crisps and dip them in Nutella or something? I want to know what this is now. Potatoes for you. You love chocolate, but it's always potatoes that bring you down. Are we talking roast potatoes or the one? Or is it just any potatoes? Yeah, the Irish girls went for chocolate. Who'd have thought it? Maybe it's because they've had so many potatoes over the years that it's just, nah, you're all right. Can you spice bag chocolate? You can have cakes made out of potatoes. You can. They're called potato cakes. Kind of single and ready to mingle. Raised on spuds. Yeah, Kirsty, trying to decide which one you prefer. And straight away underneath, Steve says, don't forget chips are made from spuds. That is for you as well, Kirsty, that one. We know you like a chip or two. Chips, roasties, baked potatoes covered in salt and olive oil. Difficult to give up. The only thing I think I actually quite like at the moment is fish and chips from the chippy. Them kind of chips. And it's only with fish. Not really having them with anything else. Apart from that, I'm trying to avoid... Oh, and something that my nan used to make. She called it bean pie, but it's a layer of sausage meat, a tin of baked beans, mashed potato on the top, and you put it in the oven. It's a proper Pavo's meal, but it fills you up. Sticks to your ribs, man. I don't mind that. They're a thing, but you can dip crisps in mousse. What? Who decided you could do that? And when are they in The Hague? Ali's turned into Homer Simpson there. Chocolate. Not those potato cakes. Another type of cake. Oh, you mean like a cake made out of potato, not potato cakes? Like carrot cake. Only potatoes, not carrots. That's what's causing the problem. Alright, Jackie, there's times you truly crave chocolate, whereas you've never craved potatoes. Ah. The killer question, choose one for the rest of your life. Sunshine or sex? Sunshine for Jackie. Sunshine for Kirsty. The nighttime Kirsty. What? The actual nighttime Kirsty. The one who can't go out in sunshine would rather have sunshine. You choose sunshine. Man, you live without both for long enough, yes. Well, you will do, won't you, living in bloody North Wales? They've stopped putting we used to put the clouds on the UK to show you where it rains. Just, we know where it rains, it always bloody does. New York, London, Paris, Bootle, everyone's talking about pot noodle. Talk about pot noodle. Jeff's going into the advertising business. Ah yes, with who? That's the main thing, Steve. Sunshine for Ali as well. Alabaster Ali. The woman that would wear a full boiler suit and a balaclava on any kind of sunny day. What? Beautiful Wales it is. It rains a lot though. It suffers from the same problems that Ireland and the northwest of England do. The same weather hits you and hits Wales and hits us. But that's also why we look so goddamn pretty. Beautiful countries. Don't see many men answering. Yes, sunshine, obviously. Sunshine seems kind of essential for life. But, Hadwig, sex is actually essential for life. Without it, without both of them, you don't get anything, do you? The sun grows the food that we eat. The sun gives us the energy to heat the planet up. Gives us the energy that we need because we get it from plants. Get the sun and turn it into sugars. We eat the plants that give us the sugars that we turn back into heat and then turn into energy for ourselves. So we need it. But then if we had all that without sex, we wouldn't have any animals. We wouldn't have any of us. Would be nothing. Esther, no sunshine for you. Party round at Esther's then, if that's the case. No need to bring your sun hat. Sunshine on your face is lush. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. It is, and at times it can be bloody annoying. We don't need to reveal all our secrets. We don't. We still do anyway. And geez, Dracula. So not necessarily sun. Yes. Many people seem to forget humans are solar powered. We are. The whole of the planet is based on the sun, and it all comes down to the sun. Without that, there's no life. So the people that had sun gods like Ra back in the day were absolutely 100% right. The sun gave us life. The sun will eventually take it away from us because it will expand when it becomes a red dwarf and will eat up the inner 2 or 3 planets. Could be us, could be us. Buy a waterproof jacket. I've got waterproof jackets. I'm a northerner. I've got jackets everywhere. I have to choose one. Sun. Parthenogenesis would be interesting. Absolutely. Is Thomas here but lurking? Well, we'll soon find out after Ali summons him. As if a monozygotic sister isn't enough. Thomas, are you here? Can you hear us, Mr. Tom? And is this your caption? I want to bite your neck. Followed by 3. Ha 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 ha. No, that was some other count. I said count, by the way. YouTube. Before you get me kicked off. Who hasn't hit the like yet? It's not over yet. People might not like it yet. What sci-fi film should you watch tonight, or should you just re-watch Jason Bourne? Someone else is going to have to answer that one. I'm not a sci-fi guy. I'm more of a Wi-Fi guy. Jason Bourne is not sci-fi. It's sci-fi or Bourne. And all of a sudden in my head, all I can hear is stop getting Bond wrong, which has got no connection to either of them. Jinx A, Jason Bourne for you too, not a sci-fi person. I'm not, and yet one of my favourite sitcoms of all time is Red Dwarf. Although I will tell anybody who watches that or will think about watching it, it's not a sci-fi sitcom. It is a sitcom set in space. It's basically The Odd Couple in space. I do you like Arrival? Blow your mind and watch Interstellar. I worked in a pub. I didn't trust anybody who was Interstellar. A couple of pints and you were just kicking off for absolutely no reason. I've seen it twice. Fantastic film. Seen Arrival too. Isn't there a new Alien film, Louise? Is there? I remember the original and being absolutely blown away by how scary it was. Mind you, I was only a little kid at the time, wasn't I? It depends on the sci-fi genre. Mandy's going really technical with this one now. Proper, there will be different genres, won't there? So it depends on which one. Who should be the next James Bond? At the moment it'd be a martial arts film. Yep. Idris Elba is the main one, isn't it, that people go on about. Or Tom Hardy gets mentioned a lot, doesn't he? Watched The Expanse a while ago, yeah. No sci-fi for Esther. Dad joke. I forgot dad jokes. The new James Bond should have a Scouse accent or Newcastle. Scouse I could do James Bond if you're watching. Jackie Chan or Jet Li. Tom Hardy would be really good. Henry Cavill would as well, actually. He seems a decent lad as well, him. New Beetlejuice looks class. I'm not seeing that. I'm not even seeing the original, to be honest. Although I have seen Beetlejuice. So that's the name of a massive star, by the way. Kapla. That's a Scouser again, isn't it? What have you got in your head? Kapla. Pitch Black's another good film. Jackie, you've not seen Henry Cavill in anything? He was Superman, wasn't he? You liked him in The Witcher for obvious reasons. Does he get naked in The Witcher by any chance? The Riddick movies are good. I can't take that serious just because of Riddick Bowe, the ex-boxer. If I put it on, I'd be pissed off that he wasn't fighting Evander Holyfield. Alien Romulus. Ah, yes. Now I have seen that mentioned on somewhere. Yep. Adam, I had 60 minutes of your time, mate. Much appreciated too. Off to do something else. Cheers, bud, and good luck on getting to the 4,000. We are right behind you. In the link, the pinned link, is Adam's channel. Go and watch. We need to get him to 4,000. Come on. Get watching. Another video tomorrow about instant coffee. Watch it. I dare you. Watch it. Yeah, enjoy your film. Good boys, enjoy your film. Yeah. Joust is sitting on Kirsty's lap, purring away. So he's happy. Has he ate a couple of wires or something? That's why he's chilled now. We joust. Man, do you love instant coffee? Oh. It's handy to have in work, but it's not as good as proper gear, like. I got a new French press cafetiere thing. 8 cups in it. 8 cups. I managed 2.5 out of it. And that's with a normal cup, not even a big fat bastard cup that I normally have. Ruby laying next to Helen. In fact, no, is Ruby or Helen doing that, by the way? We need joust spam. We do. What's your next topic for your live? What is it? Have we got something sorted out? We have Latvia. Oh, Latvia. not Moldova. No wires, luckily. Douwe Egberts, yes, Douwe Egberts. I do. Do you know what? It's not the best coffee in the world, but that one that I have when I walk into the stadium, I'll go straight up and get mine and go and sit. You could see what it was like yesterday. There's nobody in there. There's about 3 or 4 stewards hanging around, and then I just go and sit down out the way. I'm starting to enjoy that. I like that little bit of peace and quiet, the opportunity to relax, get the drive out my system, worry about what Rossi's going to say in about 20 minutes' time. Ladies and gentlemen, what? That man cannot speak, it's mad. The dogs are still out in the garden. They've been suspiciously quiet all evening. Are they up to no good, are they? Lego and Arvin, what are you up to? But now I can't wind you up either, can I, by saying there. Zullen we naar buiten gaan? No, they're already out there. Moldova is a future video. You're going to have to tell me if it's Moldova or Moldova, because every time I say it differently, and I'm pissing myself off doing that now. Yes. You do have a ristorante pizza in the freezer? I don't mind now, I quite like them actually. Probably found something dead to roll in. Isn't that the way? Just go out and then we'll get ready for bed, and then you come in absolutely covered in guts and all kinds of stuff. Tom must be around. He'll be around somewhere. Yeah, tempted to go and look at them, but if you go and check on them, they are going to go, or they were going to go once to go for a long walk. Say nothing. Maybe just later on sidle over and say, shh, come on. You'll say it wrong on your live anyway, so we're not going to know. Oh, I can check it now. I should stop being such a lazy sod, really, shouldn't I? How do you pronounce... Well, it's come up so far. Leuven, Van Gogh, Gyros, Eva, Saoirse, Ja. They're the options. And Sheen, yeah. How do you pronounce Moldova? Moldova. Yes, not Moldova. Moldova. No, don't do that. Moldova. Gyros, yep. It was obvious how do you pronounce was going to have at least one Irish name in there. Rattle the food bowls, that'll get them in. They will come flying in sideways. You follow a woman on Twitter who's got 4 Alsatian Shepherds. They're so lovely. That's a lot of dog. Should we check? All right, we'll check that out now. How do you pronounce Liverpool? What the fucking hell are you on about? How do you pronounce gyros? You pronounce it gyros, right? We've got to the end of that, haven't we? Gyros is commonly mispronounced. Oh, are we? Are we getting it wrong? Are we? The pronunciation and spelling of gyro are different, which is to say that it's not pronounced as it's spelled. Right. Common mispronunciations include gyros, and gyros. The correct pronunciation is gyro. Can't see the connection? Question mark. The G is silent. Ye is the pronunciation of the Greek letter gamma in the Greek language. So they're Yero. Let's go and get Greek Yeros. Right, so gyros is Yero. There we go. We learned something tonight. What else did we miss out on? How do you pronounce Loewe? Loewe. Aoife. Van Gogh. Is Van Gogh pronounced Goff or Go? Leuven, yeah. Loewe. Loewe. That's how you pronounce that, isn't it? Loewe. As in Loewe. Mr. Loewe. Who wants to go on the bar next? We need to know. You pronounce it with a Dutch G. Gyros. You had a patient of yours that lived in the Netherlands for 15 years and still didn't know the Dutch name of the United Kingdom. Oh, where's Jeff tonight? It is Sunday. Oh, good job you mentioned that. It is Sunday. Just a scouser wanting to know how to say gyro. We already know, mate. That's been knocked down, that, isn't it? The gyro building in Liverpool. In Bootle, rather. That's where they all used to come from. Yeah, that's what was sent to you years ago if you were on the brew. A very, very Northern Irish phrase, hadn't it, being on the brew? I pronounce Van Gogh correct, but I am the exception. Yes, Van Gogh is not how you pronounce it. But as you said, it is Sunday, so we're going to have to go and check this shizzle out. For some Tales from the Crypt with Jeff. Get here, Dice, you bastard. Right, I think obviously we've decided that Jeff is a blue, he's an Evertonian. Yes, I'm with you on that one, Jeff. Get in the car, Ashy, you need a rant stream. So he was next to me all the way, was he? We needed that. Finally calmed down a bit now. And he's even got the little necklace microphone on there. He was with me all the way, Jeff. I didn't realise either. I thought there was no one there, but then that horrible blue bastard was there with me. You learn how to pronounce Van Gogh from Stephen Fry on QI. You learn a lot on there. Thankfully, you learn a lot on there. I learned everything I know about Greek history from Eddie Izzard. And selling people into slavery in Azerbaijan. The best stream ever on a Sunday, it is. Also the best stream ever on a Wednesday. Tell your friends. Yes, Louise or Lulu, depending on where about you come from. How is your kitchen? Are we all sorted now? On QI, they're an actual descendant of Vincent. He pronounced it as Hooch. Hooch. CH is in Loch, not the drink. Hooch. You don't pronounce it as Hooch. If he's a descendant, he must be. Where did he grow up? It's not. It's Gogh. Van Gogh. We have got no problem at all pronouncing the G. The Welsh won't either, and I think quite a few Scots and Irish wouldn't either, which is where we got it from in the first place. The Celtic peoples. The Scouse accent is heavily influenced by Wales. Yachida, lochs, things like that. Leich. It's a loch leich. What's a loch leich? It's nice. You happy to stay on the bar? We've got, how long have we got left? Staff. You've only got a couple of minutes left. I forgot to press the piggly ding earlier. Entirely on me. He wasn't next to me in the car, he was behind me, pushing me, pulling me, pushing buttons. You fucking tell him, lad, you tell him. Constantly in the back of my head. He's behind you. Oh no, he isn't. Should have warned you about rant stream, you missed half of it. I didn't have an opportunity to let anyone know. I was stuck in traffic and I just thought, you know what, I need to get this on my system now. And I pressed go or go, depending on where you're from, and got it out of my system by the time I got home, as you saw. There's a good possibility that there's going to be a after match stream on the way home for every single game, because they are trying my patience. I need to get out of my system. Trying to do the G sound is annoying. Once you get it, you get it, I say. Isn't a third of the Scottish Flemish descent or something from the 13th century? Would explain why a lot of that language made it over there as well. You don't pronounce the G in the middle of Gallagher. Yep. Steve was there, it wasn't pretty. Definitely. Or laugh, of course. Or nat. Or, well, we do say GNU, don't we? The really hard G in the north of the Netherlands only existed for 100 to 150 years or so. The Amsterdammers got it from Yiddish and then it spread. Is that where that comes from? That would make sense, because there's a, yeah, Menachem and Ola, L'chaim. It's the same thing. Must have come from somewhere originally. It's there in the Germanic languages. And that's what Dutch and English are, I suppose, aren't they? Descended from a Germanic language and Yiddish. There for a little bit before you got distracted. Phenomenon. Do 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 do. You like pantomime? We all love pantomime, don't we? Oh no, we don't. Didn't know that? Well, there you go. The one thing I will say about our streams is you will leave here confused. No, you will leave here learning at least one thing every stream. Without a shadow of a doubt. Ranty Nick is funny as fuck. To be fair, I am. I'm hilarious. Which is why when I was watching that, the van life fella, I'm going to do a rant. Every Sunday, I'm going to do a ranty video. I'm thinking, mate, you need to get out. You need to learn your rant. This is not a rant.
Piggly ding. Next.
Piggly ding next. You need to proper get out and learn how to rant. Just listen to one Evertonian walking out the stadium. You'll get a rant then. Who is up next? Oh, sorry, Louise, didn't see that. Here you go, Ali Alio, and everyone else. That is the completed kitchen. That is a fantastic colour blue as well, that, by the way. I know you said it was going to be blue. I didn't realise it was that kind of a lovely summer sky blue. That's, well, it's not even sky blue. It's the colour of the sky blue, isn't it? That looks fantastic. Loving the flooring. Just trying to see if we can see where your wine selection is. Fantastic. What a great job that is. You must be delighted with that. The soft G from the south is commonly used. We did not know that. Now we do. Are we home or away in the next match? I think. Are we away? Are we away at Aston Villa? I think Villa's the next game. I'm sure we're away. I should have the fixture list on the wall so I know really, shouldn't I? I will do that later. I will find a fixture. We used to get a free fixture list at the start of every season. I've stopped doing it now. Probably because it used to come from the Liverpool Echo, and now we absolutely tear them apart. You think the same too? We used to have the soft G until about the 11th century, and then it disappeared. Our language has been just torn apart and put back together time and time and time again. No wonder it's all over the place. Ali Ali-o. No problem. Back on. I do like a rant, and I think I'm fairly good at it at times, especially when I proper let go and don't think about anything. When it becomes a stream of consciousness, it just goes off on one. You will see more of that this season because I will rant and rave and misbehave. Oh, sorry, Jackie, you can do it as well. Sound, you can jump on after and check out your updatedness. Very bright, loads of light. That's exactly what you need. Aqua blue. It's a really nice colour, isn't it? When you said blue, I don't even know what colour blue I thought in my mind. I thought it looked nice, but I didn't realise it was that kind of... It looks like a cloudless summer's day, doesn't it? That kind of sky. It looks lovely. Out of shot, it's a long walk to the fridge. Turquoise. Got there eventually, yeah. It's a pain in the arse when you go through it, but at the end of it, when you lock the door on that final night when the last builder disappears and you think, right, that's it. It is now done. Over and done. No more. No mas. Alright, hang on. Jinxie can go on then. There you go. I'll restart the Piggly Ding. I was trying to work my way through in order. I have. The Piggly Dinger has been Piggly Dinged. Loads of room for dancing. Have you ever seen me dancing? You know, really dancing. Oh, it's called a slice of heaven. A real slice of heaven. It looks like it as well. I like that. A very nice colour. Villa away next week. It's the 5:30 Sky kickoff. No. Which means the entire country is going to be able to watch how shit we are. Angie, you've got a headache? You're lying there listening. You're still here though. Good. Hopefully it'll disappear. Plenty of water in you. Hugs coming your way, definitely. Who have Man United got next week? In fact, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the football fixtures. Saturday. In fact, no, we're going Friday. Or maybe we won't. Are you sure it's next week? Is it not the week after? Yeah, it's the week after. This week, or this weekend coming, we have... This weekend coming, we have international games. We have the UEFA Nations League. Saturday at 5 o'clock, we have the Republic of Ireland versus England. Of course. The England manager, on a temporary basis, is Lee Carsley, who played for the Republic of Ireland, of course. Yep. So there you go. Ireland versus England. And then the week after, which is the 14th of September. Southampton versus Manchester United is the 12:30 kickoff. Brighton v Ipswich, Crystal Palace v Leicester, Fulham v West Ham, Liverpool against Nottingham Forest, Man City v Brentford, Villa v Everton is the 5:30, and Bournemouth v Chelsea is the 8 o'clock kickoff. And on Super Sunday, the 2 o'clock kickoff is Tottenham against Arsenal in the North London derby, followed by Wolves against Newcastle. There you go. So we have got a lot of togger ball coming up, haven't we? You'll have to watch that one, definitely. Yes, hugs Angie and a cold washcloth to the forehead. Do Ireland versus England on Saturday. I might be able to, because I'm not going to the game, obviously. There's no Everton game, so I might be able to do Ireland versus England. What do we think, folks? Should we do that? Should we jump on Saturday? I'll do that, you know. I'll jump on and do Ireland against England on Saturday. 5 o'clock. It's going to be a tough one. It will be. It always is. I wish they would bring back the home internationals, which was England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland playing against each other all the time. We used to occasionally also, the Republic would play against those teams. Wouldn't be classed as a home international, but we need to play against each other a bit more often because it's very competitive. You can watch it on TNT. Nice. Yes, I hope you'll be able to watch. Should be able to. I think any time England play any of the either home nations or Ireland, it should be on the telly somewhere, because it could end up in a proper bloodbath. What time is it on? It is 5 o'clock kickoff on Saturday next week. 5 p.m. I will do a special, sort of similar to the Euros kind of thumbnail for it, and I'll get it penciled in. I'll Sharpie it in. I'll Sharpie it in for next week. Doing watch-alongs to get the watch hours. Me, I wouldn't do a thing like that. Stuff the Irish. Careful saying that, Steve. Careful saying that. Ali's just there. And you know she's got crosshairs, mate. Stuffed them full of what, though? Chocolate, apparently, not potatoes. Channel 4. It didn't say, did it? What, would it be in an island? England games are normally, is it ITV they used to be on? See if I can find out for you now. Come on, where is it? Where is it? What TV? What TV is it on? How do you spell TV? The Republic of Ireland versus England game will be shown live on ITV1, STV in Scotland, ITVX, which is the app, and the STV player. So it's on ITV1 next week. Do you reckon Ireland will win? A bit of carnage, bit of carnage. England 6, Ireland 0. It's not a rugby game, this. Sharpie, it's got to be serious. It is. I've got a liquid ink, liquid chalk pen, a pen and a Sharpie. All bases are covered. It's a bit far-fetched. Oof, you never know. You say 2-1 to England, maybe. Steve's a sniper's dream. Ireland 4, England 2. I would say normally it'd be a close game, but to be honest with you, I don't think Ireland are in the same sort of stratosphere as England at the moment. Ireland have tailed off a little bit to what they were, and England have got a really good crop of young players, so I have a sneaking suspicion England might win comfortably. I'd say 3 or 4-0, but it'll be a good, interesting game because at least they get stuck into each other. That's what we want to see. Proper competitive tug of ball. No clue who Nederland are playing against. We'll have a look now. It's on RTE2 in Ireland. Radio Telefis Iran, isn't it, I think. Bosnia. 6,972 to 5,986 in after time with penalties at full time. 100% guaranteed, nailed on. Put your spleen on it. Cheers, Rodica. Right, and thank you, Kirsty. Here is the contest-winning chocolate potato cake. That is it. That's an actual chocolate potato cake. I would scran that. I would proper scran that. All I can say about this unique cake is that it's very, very good. Incredibly moist, sweet and fudgy. It's mixed in a food processor, and the potato is used raw, so there's no cooking. I'm waiting for it to cool. A super simple batter. The chocolate peanut butter frosting is just literally the icing on this fabulous cake. That looks fairly nice, I would say. I would definitely scran that. Yep, say a few Hail Marys and a few Hello Dollies and you'll be alright. What bookies is taking that bet? All Moldovan bookies would take that bet. You'd have to remove the potatoes. Apparently, no. It'll be the moistening part of the cake. I'd try it. I would try it. Anyone here from Thomas? I haven't. Have a quick look and see if he's around and about on Twitter. He was earlier. I think he might have been wound up last night because of the Everton game. Understandable, to be honest. Cut chips and while they cook, eat the chocolate. That's a jazz approach, really, isn't it? But that would work, I think. Man, do you like carrot cake? So do I. You can put beetroot in cakes as well. Anything rooty will give you a lot of moisture, won't it? Because that's what they are, roots. Tune, a bit of Massive Attack. I love Massive Attack. Yeah, here's Tomash. Tommy too. How you doing, bud? Kirsty, you're not keen on carrot cake. Not Michael on carrot cake. It's like Beetlejuice, isn't he? Tomash. You mention him 3 times, he appears. One may have been somewhat wound up about yesterday's association football fixture. Yes. It took me 45 minutes to get home before it was finally out my system. And even then it was only because I drove through Bootle, and you realise when you drive through Bootle that a football result isn't the be all and end all. Were your ears burning? Yes. Don't try and answer the phone when you're doing the ironing then. I'm having a dad joke for that one. This one You've been lurking a bit. Had your dad round for tea, just taking him home. Oh, happy days. Hugs to Tom Tom. Hugs to Tom Tom's dad. Mrs. Tom and Domingo. Carrot cake is lovely. Yeah, there we go. A bit of Darth Vader there at Christmas, isn't it? I know what you had for Christmas. I felt your presence. So with that, you wouldn't have to give up chocolate or potato. I like the thinking there, Kirsty. That's thinking outside the box. And if you kept it quiet and don't tell anyone there's potato in there, you would get away with it. I'd have got away with it too if I was one of those meddling kids. It'll only be out your system when that fraud of a manager is gone. Jeff mentioned him earlier on. Jeff doesn't like him either. Don't know whether to be flattered. Flattered or flattened. I had to read that twice there. Mandy needs to know these things. She does for the behind the scenes book that's being written. Get hell. I can't speak English. How bad is it? Are we going to share the recipe? Have we got the recipe? Kirsty, if you've got the recipe, throw it into the RDA. And if somebody is willing to make it, you then have to also share your pictures in the RDA and we'll throw it on the screen. I'd love to see someone have a go at this. I would do, but I've only got one hand. Yeah, of course, that's the problem, isn't it, Ashcroft, you shitbag. We should be pressing charges. Foot on the neck, don't let them back up. Ah, Mandy's a medium. Don't even think you're a medium, are you? Tiny, tiny. A smidge under 6'2". Yeah, I agree with that one, to be honest with you. It's best if we don't revisit Saturday because it was just... Again, I said it yesterday. We think we've seen it all and then we just find a completely new way of completely Evertoning things up. It is almost admirable just how Everton we can be. It's ridiculous. We are ripping them apart. We're playing better than I've ever seen us play. Take off your best players and bring on dog shit. Federici made glasswort salad with fennel, rocket, spring onion, parsley and a dressing of lemon juice and olive oil tonight. Oh, fennel and rocket are both quite aniseedy, aren't they? I reckon that really tastes nice, that. Spring onion, parsley, lemon. I'm going to have to start eating more stuff like that. Less meat and more leaves, more greenage. Mandy, not a fan of the either or. You'll have what you want when you want. And that's it, I'm not having it. I'm going to send the link for the recipe on Insta. Let's do this thing. Right, if you make it, we're invited to try the cake. And that will be done live on camera, of course. Got to do it. Very dicey footing. Dad okay, Mrs. Tom okay, Domingo okay. Thomas not 100%. Thanks to that baldy ginger bastard. Women just don't get it. They don't. Oh, hang on, and see at the bottom there. Esther.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Level 11. Level 11. It does sound very good for you, doesn't it, that salad? Rocket. I like a bit of rocket. Yep, send Steve the recipe as well. Helen can have a go at it. Yeah, Esther understands footy depression, especially after the way Ajax were playing last season and the season before. Another weekend has passed by and it's back to it tomorrow, halfway through your target year, and that's a milestone of sorts. 100%. That's the way you've got to look at it. At the end of the day, it is just a game. We put a hell of a lot of importance on it, but it is just a game. When you've been ill, you realise it is just a bloody game. When Shankly said, football's not a matter of life and death, it's more important, it was, I think, slightly tongue-in-cheek and throwaway, but people actually take it like that. It's not. And lots of people have found out very quickly that it's not remotely important. It's interesting. It can make your mood great, it can make it shit, but it's not the best. Bit of Sean. How do you send Steve the recipe? Ask me nicely, I might give you Steve's number. I can do that. I'll sort it out for you later, Kirsty. I'll let you know. Yeah, absolutely just a game. Yeah, more annoyed with yourself for letting a little joy in. You should know better. There's infinite more important things in life. It should be the icing on the cake, really, shouldn't it? The icing on the potato cake. Because it should be something that we do to enjoy ourselves away from the pressures of life. It shouldn't be one of the pressures of life. It's not what its job is. I know Dave in front of me, when we were 2-0 up, he just turned around and he went, I don't know how we're going to do this, but we're going to fuck it up, aren't we? Well, yeah, there's a good chance we will, I said, and then about 20 seconds later, their first goal went in. All right, here we go. Put it on the to-do list. Yeah. Jelavic semi-final, Barkley semi-final. Yeah, DCL winner ruled out. Goals where you've absolutely let go, only to be heartbroken. I know the feeling. Keiko is defo more important. Keiko Death. Thanks for flying, Church of England, Keiko Death. It is completely unfair that Steve gets to sample all the lovely baking from our wonderful Helen, and we don't. It's bang out of order. Bang out of order. Like that with the GIA games over there. Just, there is more to life. I think it takes a little bit of growing up as you get that little bit older to find perspective on life. When you're a teen or in your 20s or even 30s at the time, it's the most important thing on earth. It's not. It's a curse. Oh. I will say, you just mentioned his name now, Jelavic. The Spurs game at home when we were getting beat 1-0. And then we scored 2. It was Pinard scored a header. Jelavic scored. That is one of the most mental games I've ever been to in my life. I had a friend over from America who had no idea what the atmosphere was going to be like and was buzzing even though we were getting beat, because it was like, I've never been to a game like this. Then when that second goal went in and the entire place was shaking, just seeing someone's eyes go completely, must have thought, this is the best drug ever. Days like that are great, but it should be tempered. Let not your highs be too high, nor your lows be too low. Keep it in the middle and go with the flow. There you go. Something about sunshine. Whoa, we're walking on sunshine. Yes, there was earlier on, what would you prefer to keep, sunshine or sex? Chocolate or potatoes? What's your opinion on the Rice Red Card? It's a very, very good Nick Cave song. That's not his, it's the Red Right Hand. I haven't seen any of the football. I was so disgusted with it on Saturday that I decided not to watch top of the Match of the Pops. Top of the Match of the Pops, which is the new name for it. Highs and lows, that's it. Just stay in the middle somewhere. There's a reason why you're in the middle. Stay median. Diddly-do. Cough, cough, Sunday, cough, cough, kippers, cough, cough. Good point. Deserves it not for the inference for the mullet adverts. Yes, cough, 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 cough. Here's some cough, cough juice. And we're going to go over Echo and the Bunnymen, the cutter. Disgraceful behaviour. Terrible timing, but here we go.
But Kipper's Vindaloo can't be good for you.
Seoul. Elderly couple injured after a car falls into a sinkhole. Pictures have been published of the SUV lying on its side in the hole, which opened up on a road in Seoul, causing the SUV to roll over sideways, crashing into the sinkhole. That is an awful, awful sentence or paragraph. An elderly couple has been taken to hospital after the car they were in fell into a sinkhole in South Korea on Thursday, emergency workers have said. The 76-year-old woman suffered a cardiac arrest and was given CPR, the Jungang Daily said. Her pulse returned later, according to the Junang Ilbo. That's good to hear. You can't park there, mate. He's right, you can't park there. Who do you think you are? Do you think you own the road? Sunshine and Potatoes. Again, a fantastic piece of work by 8 Mile Radius. Would a rice red card dissolve in the rain? It would. Thomas is not an angry man. He's not. He's just is slightly peaked, I would say. Piqued. Peaked. Lego finally came in. Time to go for your walk. And you, Adawi, good luck with the work and everything tomorrow. And yes, give Lego a scritch and a scratch from us. Zullen we buiten gaan? See if we get all excited now. Yes, our Thomas is placid and calm and patient and absorbent. Usually. Just occasionally it gets too much. And it'd be alright if Deitch come out and said, do you know what? They were that far away from getting a round of applause coming off the pitch after winning. And I cocked it up. So the boos should have been for me, not for them. At that point I would have said, oh, fair enough. Do something about it next week or the week after, but no. Well, some of the players didn't do what I said. They should not. Fuck off, you baldy prick. Can't be arsed with him. Bring back Moisey for the time being. Give it Moisey to end its season. Should relax in the bath. Never relax in the bath, not while Ali's about. Head under, you stay bubble, 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 and that'll be the end of it. No shots. No DNA, nothing. Yep, you do need those qualities in your job, you do. Apart from seething, you don't really need that one. Everything else you need. Peeved or passionate? Is that another question? Which one would we rather keep, peeved or passionate? I'd rather keep passionate, not peeved. Yes, I speak at a sense. You should do. I tried something and it failed, and I'm the reason why it completely cocked up. Leave the players alone. They did fantastic for 87 minutes. And I unloaded flies into ointment, and look what happened. Even if you didn't believe it, don't throw the players under the bus. Just give them a bollocking in the dressing room if you need to be, and then walk out. Like Mourinho was the past master at it. I can imagine him going absolutely sick at them in the dressing room, then walking out and protecting his players to the hilt. That's what a proper manager does. You have to be absorbent sometimes. You don't get to the loo in time, Steve. Soft, strong, and very, very long. Yeah, Godfather Mo Green relaxed in the bath. That kind of relaxed. Tenor man. I don't think tenner would work for our Steve. I think it's more like 25 or 30. Back once again, it's the Renegade Master. D4 damage it, power to the people. It's your age. It's not. We are not of an age like that. Yeah, sleep with the fishes. Mourinho's boss for doing that. If you watch the Tottenham documentary series, you could see what he's like. He might be a pain in the arse sometimes, but very protective of his players. And I think if you've got such a huge ego, you can afford to do that. You can just say to them, I will protect you. Give me everything you've got and I will protect you to the hilt. I will go out and I will scream and moan at all the pressmen. Anyone that's there, I will tell them it's their fault we lost. Never mind yours or mine. Tell them it's their fault. Just, that's what you need, man. Who's going to talk your body? If that was you two, wasn't it? Who's going to ride my wild horses? You know what they say? As long as you can feel it, you don't have to see it. Hang on. Had to be worth a Frankie. Sleeps but never wakes. That's the one. That's what they call it in the business. The longest sleep. Do not use Ruby to wipe. Definitely not. Luca Brasi sleeps with the fishes. I just finished listening to that Five Families by Selwyn Raab about the New York Mafia. I thought it was 24 hours long. It wasn't. It was 32 hours long in total. When I finished it, I got a badge on Audible for listening to a stupidly long book. And it was free. Didn't have to use a credit or anything. A lot of it I already knew, but it was brilliant.
Piggly Ding, next.
Piggly Ding next. Who's next? The things about Vincent Chin Gigante. Just what an absolute legend of a man he is. And when I say legend, he's probably responsible for deaths here, there and everywhere, but to be able to mess with the busy Zeds that much is just insane. Legend as in, his name is legendary, not what he did is great. Not like what people in the pub say, oh, you're a fagging legend, mate. Not like that legend. What I mean is a legend. Tomash is behind the bar. Oh, sorry, one more. I've just seen the Everton badge. Wrong one. Should have removed the Everton badge at the moment and just put an NHS badge on there instead. Something you can be proud of. Bows and O's. Yeah. You forgot you put it on the Dukey, but it's on now, like. You've got a 48-hour Audible audiobook to listen to at some point. That's not some point. That is at some points. I think my 32er, that might have been 3 weeks of when I'm working, just sticking it on. Dice out on the flag. We can do that later. I can do that. I have the power. I can do these things. Oh, and by the way, the title for today's stream is Rubber Ring, which is a Smith song. And the picture of the Matador getting gored up the balloon knot, to me, thought maybe you'd have to get it replaced with a rubber ring. I was on the Corona. I didn't get round to buying any new stuff, which is entirely my fault. But I will try and get something different. I might have a look if there's anywhere else. Does anywhere like Portland Wines do alcohol free, or is it just purely gorgeous wine? Only if Mandy reminds me. Yes, because at the moment I can't remember a bleeding thing. But I will do it. In fact, you know what? I will do it. It's written. It's written. It's not just written. It's written on a post-it note, which means it will be done on Earth as it is in Devon. Would you like a bucket of your tears from yesterday? Very salty. Yes, no Fanta this evening. Anything ginger or orange is currently banned apart from our alley. Otherwise, it's off the table. A tea, cup of tea. Why, Jackie? Because the manager of Everton is a baldy ginger bastard who has robbed us of 3 points because of his malfeasance, his idiocy, his general wankdom. I am convinced, I really am convinced that Limbo is just Sean Dyche and Andre Villas-Boas talking to each other constantly. Cough, for fuck's sake, cough. Clear your throat, you prick. There's bows and O's. A follow-up to X's and O's. We'll have to ask. Yeah, Armani doesn't do salt. No salt in anything. Especially caramel. Tea and Coke will be acceptable. Acceptable. Corona for you, not the virus. Mum, what do you want? Just pronounce it something else. Say, pretend, sorry, it said mum rather than dad. There you go. You can have Jaffa cakes. Get your Jaffa cakes on. How can you be bald and ginger? I will send you a picture of him. He is bald and ginger. I had a mate, John Boland, who unfortunately got taken away from us far too early, who was also bald and ginger, and we used to call him a baldy ginger bastard. You're on about? Shut it, you baldy ginger prick. That was another one. Yeah, you can be. Although I'd quite happily swap John for Sean Dyche being in the on the bench. Yes, they were plentiful, hot and stinging yesterday, so they're free. Jinxie Juicy Jungle Juicy Junky Jubbly Jubbly cocktail with added tears, a pint thereof. Yeah. Jackie, you must know what ginger stubble looks like. Or do you wax? Mum joke noted, Corona on the way. I need to make a mum joke one as well, don't I? Obviously, because there's loads of lovely ladies in the chat. You need your own. That window is wide open. It is pissing down with rain outside. It is still boiling hot. Boiling hot. Ale. A pint of your finest foaming ale, please, barkeep. If it makes Nick and Thomas feel any better, I can send them detailed directions to Turf Moor. Louise, please do, and that way we will pick him up and we'll take him back there where he belongs. He did a great job at Burnley. Everton, I think, maybe a step too far. He's not the right manager. He's not the right kind of manager for the club that we are. And I don't think, as much as he's this big, tough lad, I don't think he'd be able to deal with a crowd has, I don't know, do you want to call him schizophrenic? What is it? We have an issue. We are a weird crowd. I don't think he can deal with it. He's mentioned it himself. 1 week, you're the best in the world. The second week, you're the worst that's ever lived. We're always on that cusp of madness. I don't think he can deal with it. The mum joke clip needs to be Delia. Where are you? Let's be out. We'll do that. We can do that. Yeah, but a Craigie David. Subtle number 3. Small black and white bear. Panda Pops. Taxi for that? No, he's not getting a taxi. He can fucking walk. Baldy ginger prick. What's going on at Tuff? Listen to your hero Scott Reed commentating on Lancashire and bemoaning Burnley. Are they not doing well? They've got Scotty Parker in, haven't they? Bit of whine with a capital WH. This is the problem with the likes of Deitch. He's a no-nonsense manager. You need nonsense sometimes. Otherwise, you're not going to win anything. I'll have to check something out as well, by the way, while we're in the snack business. Right, I need to move them all over. There's the Poor Ingles, the updated Poor Ingles. I will just move them at some point. Horn cocktail, a salt and vinegar. Very sour and chili and teddy salted. Horn cocktail. Yeah, they need to be moved over slightly, don't they? Or other stuff. Where's other stuff? Just for a second, they're teddy salted. Marvellous stuff. Yeah, Fraser. Niles is moaning. Fraser offers me a drink. Wine, Niles? Well, wouldn't you? Yes, I like them. Apart from the fact that Niles looked like Roy Carroll, the former Man United goalkeeper. Very subtle, Mandy. Too subtle. Obviously, I've missed it. I haven't missed it at all. Would you like cheese with a wine? Why is the mullet making a comeback? It isn't. It never went away. All you need to do is watch any Australian sports, normally rugby league, and it's been there ever since it started. But it seems to be a young male. British males are doing it. Bizarre. Louise, you don't support Burnley. Don't support Burnley. It's tough. At least we'll have the directions to send them back anyway. Have we kept the receipt? I did the rebranding this time. Not Mandy, I did. I need to move it across though, because it didn't go well. Mrs. Tom went to Turf Moor when Eto scored. What? You were due to go, but you were broken coming back from Lille. I am not surprised. That is a strange thing that I'll never get used to. Samuel Eto'o used to play for Everton and he wore number 5. Go to Den Haag or Schravenhagen. Let's give it its full title. Capital of Mullets. Right, black and white bear small is sometimes known to like jazz clubs. Deep, profound, deep. I would say that's deep. Deep with a capital F. You've got the last leg on TV. There's loads of mullets. Australia's full of them. They really are. Although there's it's starting to make its way into the British Rugby League as well. There's a player who plays for Hull FC called Brad Fash, which sounds like a proper Australian name, and he's got an absolute uber mullet, and he's from Hull. You can't be any more Australian looking or sounding. And as soon as they interview him, I thought we played really well, reet well. Deep for a bear, very deep for a bear. Yeah, considering one business at the front and party in the rear, what exactly is a mullet? Come on, you must know what they are, Jinxie. Short at the sides and on the top, and then long at the back. Loads of cricketers with them. Ollie Pope's got one at the moment, and I'm disgusted with him. It's a fosh. A fosh. You go mad with a mallet and millets. There's a man with a mullet going mad with a mallet and millets. The greatest act of alliteration in the history of rockular music. Courtesy of the one and only Half Man Half Biscuit. Was that National Shite Day? There's a man with a mullet going mad with a mallet and millets. What a line that is. I would write that down and then I would just stop for the rest of the day. Don't even go with the flow. Just write that. Leave it. Walk away. Go and get yourself a celebratory cup of tea. Have a wander around the garden. What's that? Get out. Oh, the lights are on, but nobody's home apart from all these flying creature bastard things. Give Mrs. Tom chant a go. Which one? Can you hear me, Mrs. Tom? Can you hear? Am I sitting in my chair? Think 90s pop, Jason Donovan. Mullets are very 80s. They were. They are now very 2020s. But they never went away. Australian sportsmen have never let them go away. Whether it's Australian rules or cricket. Mrs. Tom's Eto chant. Where was it? I've missed that, haven't I? Oh, in the ghetto. On a cold and grey Dewala morn, and Everton number 5 is born. Samuel Eto'o, Samuel Eto'o, and his mummy cried. Yeah, it works. It's in, we're having it. Bobby got a proper mullet. You can't see Nick Cave now and not call him Bobby. If you don't know what that's about, that's Still Game, which is a Scottish sitcom. Bobby the barman. 2 pints, prick. He looks like Nick Cave and he's got a proper mullet as well. Rednecks. Although they shouldn't be called rednecks. If you got a mullet, it should be covered by the hair. But yeah, I get it. Billy Ray Cyrus, I've been there. It's a lovely Greek island, that, isn't it? There you go, Mrs. Tom. Sorted. Simulado. I also, in a similar vein, want to get Mikalenko going to the tune of Canyonero off The Simpsons. Don't you have seen that episode where they make an SUV car called the Canyonero? Canyonero, Canyonero. Opal Fruits became Starburst 26 years ago. Is that today or just in general? 26 years. Cannot be right. But it was. And Starburst doesn't have the same rhyme to it, does it? Opal Fruits made to make your mouth water. When did Spangles disappear? How about Pacers? When did Jif become Sif and Marathon become Snickers? Do we know why Jif became Sif? Well, hint, hint, I know why it became called Sif. It is because the letter J is pronounced completely different all over bleeding Europe and the rest of the world. So in Spain it'd be called Gif. In Netherlands and Germany it'd be Yif. In England, Jif. There's some places where it'd be Jif. So they had to change it to something that was pronounced the same all over Europe. CIF. Sif. Bloody EU coming over here with their passports. Maybe the necks are red at the front. I cannot even argue with that, Louise. That is absolutely 100% makes perfect sense to me. That's the blue sky thinking that we need on this channel. Red at the front. Might well be. Why didn't I think of that? Because I'm not a genius. Thank you very much. Yep. We'll all sing along. We can have that every week. You had a reel about opal fruits. You still call Sif Jiff or Vim? Do you call it Vim or Fim? Bloody brass neck. Helen said good night. Good night, Helen. The Norfolk correspondent doing remarkable work in the field. Good night to our Rubes as well as what the fuck's as well if she's on her way. You watched on the iPlayer a 1994 programme called Three Salons by Seaside about 3 hairdressers in Blackpool 30 years ago, and it looks like 100 years. That might be Blackpool, though it could well be. There's loads hidden on, isn't it, on the iPlayer? There's a name for it. I can't think, but it's on the iPlayer under old or something, or hidden. Loads of mad stuff on there, worth looking at. I'll work out what it is. Steve needed a pee. Use the tenor. Is that like use the force? Powder Vim. Proper Vim. Oh, yeah, and Ajax. It is Ajax here. Do not call the football team in Amsterdam Ajax when you go there, though. Ajax, obviously. But the cleaning stuff that we had over here, that you wouldn't be allowed to use now because it's probably some kind of dirty bomb in a tin. Yeah, that was Ajax. Which was also, don't forget, in Flash Gordon. Dispatch War Rocket Ajax to bring back his body. Yes, that Vim, that looks very much like Colombian marching powder. Louise doesn't clean. She has a small Puerto Rican young man that comes in called Jefe, who comes in to sort things out. He works shirtless, obviously. We can see you. He was hidden on that picture in the background. Can I go home now, please, Mr. Louise? Can I please? Go and sort the pool out, Jefe. Bloody Jeff, it is. It's Jeff. If in doubt, you know it's Jeff. I've said this for years. It's not just me. It's anyone who comes into his sphere of influence. Jeff. Jeff has his own merch. I reckon if you tried to get a Jeff merch, when it turned up, it'd be spelled wrong, deliberately. Playing blockbusters. I'll have a pee, please, Bob. Oh, yeah. We're letting people into a secret. Us men do occasionally have a sit-down wee as a treat. You've got to treat yourself sometimes, don't you? To a miss piss, a sheepy, a sit-down wee. Clean paints, please. Clean paints in all three. Louise's Cabana boy. Jefe. I don't know why I know so much about this, but... Why is he called Jefe? Which is Spanish for chief, I don't know. No sit down wait, you've got to treat yourself occasionally. It's good for you. Bright lights, big cities. Did Helen make you any nice treats for lunch tomorrow? Is there anything that we should be finding out about? Is there anything we should be jealous about? Yes, hope you have the water and not the seat. Always make sure. No splashback. It's a mispiss when you stand up too. It is if you've not got complete control like us masters. Me and Jean-Claude Van Damme. Never miss. Or Jean-Claude Van Damp, as he should be called. My toes are damp. I've dampened my toes. Ollie, 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 oh. Ollie, 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 oh. I'm Bedford's Queen from Offaly. Ollie, 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 oh. Much better than Roberto's Blue Army because he's no longer there, is he? He's now Portuguese manager. And if you want to see exactly what Everton does to people, have a look at Roberto Martinez. He turned up at Goodison Park with this luscious mane of black hair. The Iberian legend that he was. Tan skin, black hair, and a Berico ham over his shoulder. 2 years later he left looking pale, bald, and shaking like a shitting dog. Carpenter's doing roof tomorrow, so you're having another well-deserved day off. Absolutely fantastic, Steve. You need that. These days, these are the days that you remember well. Is that one of those poems? That would be an Everton song that we used to sing at the football. There's a question. Apologies, Captain, if you're watching. I don't think Captain knows I am alive, to be honest with you, so don't worry about that. What 3 albums would you like to have on a desert island? Anybody? Anybody? Dust. What 3 albums would you like to have on a desert island? That is a hell of a question. Oh, that is a question. Oh, that is a question. Right, I'm going to go with Beatles, Revolver. Yes, Close to the Edge. Radiohead, Kid A. That will change before I even finish the stream, but they're the ones I'm choosing for now. Lovely Steve-O video coming in. I've read that a stereo video. I wonder what the bleed on you're on about. What gets you is how can men expect to be accurate in bed when they can't aim properly at a toilet? We can. I genuinely think the problem with men is, here we go, let's bash men, is that there's so much going on up there that occasionally you forget to do what you're supposed to be doing, which is why men occasionally just collapse for no reason. The brain stops them from doing what they're supposed to do. Maybe that's what happened with my stroke. I was too busy thinking who would win in a fight between a shark and an alligator. My brain went, no. We need blood, we need oxygen, we need... Oh, no. And that was it, I fell over. Depends if you've got a record player and electricity, to be fair. Of course it does, but we'll take that as read. There's a record player, full electricity, solar-powered desert island. Solar-powered. ManWeb or NoWeb can't turf you off. Mena, you fagging legend. Sounding very much like an Australian cricketer. What 3 people would you like to have dinner with? They can be alive or dead. I'd prefer them to be alive. The conversation would be shit, wouldn't it? What were they? Distracted by Mandy's question. Revolver, Kid A, and Close to the Edge by Yes. Solar-powered Mandy. A solar-powered Mandy would just go on forever, wouldn't she? What 3 people would like to have dinner with? Oh, man. John Lennon, obviously, as always. Ian Banks, the Scottish novelist. Third. Billy Connolly. That would do me. Mandy in bed. We are docked. If famous Jeremy Hardy, Philip Pullman and Sean Dyche. Yes, just to know. I'd have him there as long as he was deed. Kirsty, you've been on the phone. Have you missed anything? Not missed anything. When undocked, we have no control over the Mayo coverage. We don't. Have you ever seen a fireman's hose with nobody holding onto it? That's why. It is the idea that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. That's why. In that case, forget the records, give you a satellite phone. That wasn't the question, Mandy. The question was, what 3 records? That's it, nothing else. Esther, yours would be David Bowie, John Lennon and Prince. Very music-based. You don't know any of them, Al. You don't know any of Tom Tom's. Yates, W.B. Yeats, Stephen Fry and William Connolly. That'll be a good, interesting conversation as well. I like that. Yes, sorry. Steve went for a sit-down wee. We had football chants, drink services, tears, docking, Samuel Eto, Jiff, Chif, Sif, Cocaina, Opal Fruits, and, well, we had piss there, didn't we? Pissing on seats. Just the normal stuff, absolutely. Docked or cocked. Cock locked and ready to go. 4th would be Hugh Laurie. That'd be a good one. I like that. He's another one really interesting as well. Yes, a deceased comedian, an author, and a current Everton manager in that particular Screwball Dooble. Ian Banks would be definitely one of them. I love him. I think his novels are fantastic. And he had a real similar kind of outlook on life to me. But I'd like to ask him a few questions about his artistry, how he wrote. How do you come up with the ideas? How do you then start building the kind of novels that he wrote? How do you build them from your little kernel of an idea? The man was a genius. Who you might see mentioned in a future The Reason, the Rhyme episode. Anyone fancy doing the last shift behind the bar? Anyone want it? Steve, you'd be happy with any 3 of us in the chat. Oh, isn't that lovely? It would be interesting, wouldn't it? We are all interesting, I would think so. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. Kid A, yeah. Don't know about the other 2. Maybe Polyphonic Spree's debut. That was a great album as well, wasn't it? Was that the 2,000 Places at One? Was that on that one? I can't remember the name of it. Ali Ali Out will be back on there. Sons of Pund. And we don't need to do the Piggly Ding because it'll be... I'm going to do it anyway because we love the sound of Piggly Ding. Yeah. Esther, you want to go behind there? Okay, well, Ali's been on, so... Esther, you can go on there now with your Dutch flag. There you go. Get your orders into Esther. It's your first time behind the bar as well, isn't it? Making her debut. The albums, though, that could change. I do love Revolver. It's one of those albums that, again, might appear on a future episode because I might do some of these Spotify ideas might just make their way to video, just without the music. So Revolver was one of the dad car albums, which I absolutely love. Close to the Edge is one of the all-time great prog rock albums, if not the greatest of all time. So I love that, and I love Radiohead. I was thinking about Massive Attack, Mezzanine possibly, or Portishead Dummy maybe, but then I can think The Lars, Stone Roses, what? There's loads of great albums I'd love to listen to over and over again, but I think Kid A, definitely one of them. Close to the Edge and Revolver. Dad car albums is a thing, yeah. Paul Simon, Graceland, we used to have that as well. If you listen to the Spotify podcast, there is a Dad car albums episode where I talk about the albums that were in his car that mean something to me. And there's a correlation between that and the car I have outside. It's very interesting. I'll try and find that episode and I'll send a link to you on Twitter. Glass of Fanta and Pringles. No Fanta, nothing orange. Nothing orange, unless you have a lemon Fanta. Pringles, well, we'll have to go back in, won't we? What flavour Pringles do you want? Do you want Horn Cocktail, or salt and vinegar, very sour and chilli, or Teddy salted? Which ones do you want? You can make your choice. Oop, have I missed Louise on there, have I? Make sure you get a shift on Wednesday. You'll go on first if you're here, if that's the case. One of the problems I have with this is occasionally chat will just drop in, and if I miss something, I apologise wholeheartedly. It does happen, unfortunately. Anyone who live streams will tell you. I'm lucky as well. There's people out there who live stream to thousands. It must just be like the Matrix going past them. You did put your hand up. I do apologise for that, Louise, I do. Is this a lock-in? It is? Oh, Jesus. I'm not doing anything these days, am I? Yeah, sorry, Louise, I do apologise. Yeah, the Horn Cocktail, of course. You just realise you've been supping old Jamaica ginger beer. No wonder you're so bitter. Man, you saw it, I didn't. Ains up. I'm normally alright at seeing things. I've got me handle on it, but occasionally stuff just drop in there and pain in the arse. I'll tell you what, no. I'll split the last shift between the two of you. I want to see both names on there. Yeah, why are you not seeing Louise in the chat? Have you got it on live chat as well? Make sure it's on live chat. There you go. Cheers there. Make sure it's live chat and not top chat, because occasionally it'll just decide to put someone in but not someone else. I have to remember to do this. That's one of the things that's on me pilot check sheet before every stream. Put that on. Change the chat to live chat, not top chat. I think it's bang out of order, top chat. Who are they to decide what's top chat and what's not? Stupid. What's me poison? I'll have one of them, but full. Corona Ferro. They are nice, I like them. Yes, toggle. Make sure you toggle between them and go back to live chat, because they're just stupid. Cheeky bastards, aren't they? There should be an option to turn that off completely. Just have all chat in there constantly. I'd rather have that. Steve wants a coffee. Grab a coffee, we'll talk. Oh my God, look at her hands, they're like butter. Her skin's like butter. Yeah, I took the top chat and then back to live for some reason. It does it all the time. That's why I didn't see you earlier on, Louise, that's why. That'll be why. If that's the case, if it's acting a maggot now, that'll be why. stupid thing, and it's on live chat for me. Got a toggle. What a ball ache that is. Pissing thing. A bucket of something exotic. That is possibly the most northern I've ever heard in my life. Northern woman of the 1990s. Ladette. Get us something exotic and put it in a bucket, will you, love? You got to sort out Jackie and the Doggers in the moment. That sounds like a proper new wave punk band there. Jackie and the Doggers. Watch this space. Leave us alone, we're bothering no one. Says our Jackie. Yeah. Just make sure there's no mayo all over the place. Advocar will do, as long as it's not Dick Advocar. My dad played against him when he was at, was it Utrecht? Might have been Utrecht. Talking of pissing. Are you shaking the lettuce, are you, girl? Tia Maria. A tea and coke you've still got. How much is left in that bottle, Mandy? How much is left in your Christmas Tia Maria? Considering we are now in September, we are now on the slide into Christmas. Is it going to last an entire year? Will it be replaced with another bottle of Tia Maria? Have you calmed down on the drink, or is it just you can't be arsed with Tia Maria? Jackie, your arse cheeks are denting my bonnet. It'll need a wipe. And the bonnet. Dick Advocate, have you tried natural yoghurt? It solves everything. About a third left. Well, there's less than a third of the year left, isn't there? Or is there? September, October, November. No, there is a third left, isn't there? 4 months is a third. 3 months would be a quarter. So you're timing it very well if you're waiting for a new bottle of Tia Maria to drop. How have you managed that, though? By the time you finish it, it's going to be a vintage, isn't it? Kirsty has the paintball gun if you need it. Or a strap, as we call it. Us kids call it on the street. Us youth. Madness how the year is flying by, it is. This happens all the time now. The older you get, the quicker things go. Including your sanity. Snowball, is that an advocate with 7-Up? It is. That's exactly what it is. But they used to have them in bottles over here called Snowball, not just a made-up one. And I remember as a kid being given them. That's how fucking bad it was. It must have been a little tiny bit of advocate and loads of lemonade. Steve calling you fat? No. It's more the motion is what's doing it. Calm down, cheeky fecker. You have said yourself on many occasions that you were, in your younger days, were quite an athletic drinker. That's all I'm saying. I've said the same myself. I have had to calm down to the point of not drinking no more. Very cheeky joke. Right, you're having another dead joke. Yes, there you go. The bigger the wagon you're dragging, the better the cushion for pushing, as the old poem went, the old ode. And lime. You can still get pre-mixed snowballs, can you? Pre-mixed snowballs, what? I would have thought they'd have gone out with the 80s at the very, very latest. Can you still get Pony as well? That little bottle of Perry with a... Was it called Pony? I'm sure it was. Note from the royal family. It's a proper old school, old traditional drink from over there. Very, very 70s and 80s. Jinxie, it's your knees that need the cushions. Well, if you stay off them a bit more, you'd be all right, wouldn't you? We are a lovely, dirty-minded bunch, we are. In your younger days, exactly a long time ago. Well, it's not that long ago, is it? But if things have changed, they've still changed. You've calmed down. Maybe 10 years ago, that would have gone in a night, and now you're making it last an entire year. What? Shocked. Shocked, shooketh, and other things that begin with sh. Shit-faced? I don't know. Cherry B. Fucking hell, Cherry B. That's an old school one as well, isn't it? What was... I'm trying to remember the old drinks that we used to have. Obviously, there was Whitbread's Gold Label. Pony, 70s. Yeah, it was Pony. British Cream Sherry. There you go. I think they updated the bottle and it was blue rather than green. I knew it. Do you know the reason why I made that connection in my mind? When we moved to the George, this was 1991. 10th of May 1991, not that it stuck in my mind. On the back bar, we had Pony and then Snowballs next to each other. And even then I thought to myself, this is old fashioned, this is really answacky. Why have we still got this shite? And I think we still had them a bit later on. Oh, where we go. Cherry B. Another old school drink. Proper Cherry B. Bloody hell. A schooner of Pony. What was Whitbread Gold Label. I've loved that as well. Gold Label barley wine in the bottles, not in the cans. That's shit. Gold Label barley wine. That's the one that got me labelled as Sassenach by a Scottish fella. Don't get one off the cold shelf. You'll ruin the flavour. It kills the flavour, you Sassenach. Does your neighbour still come through your back door? Not 60 yet. Oh, that's below the belt, that one, I'm afraid. Double Diamond is a proper old school one as well, Louise, absolutely. One of my songs that I wrote has got Double Diamond mentioned in it. Jelly beans. Baby Sham. I love a Baby Sham. Jinxie, you are 56 later this month. Good age, good age. The age by which wisdom comes. So you haven't got long to get wise. You're a Libra as well. Yes, advanced happy birthday. Baby Sham in the blue bottle, or when they rebranded it. There's too many of those rebrands. Some of them work, some don't. Just leave it old school, man. Yes, on the 3rd of October you're turning 57. We are, most of us seem to be around about the same sort of age, don't we? Meaning that the bell curve seems to work perfectly. People seem to find each other. Strange, but true. Connor, yep. Esther, Connor wants a drink. What are you on? What are you on? That'll be the door being locked. I knew there was something. It was door being locked. Which means I think I'm downstairs on my own now. What if the ghosts get me? I'm scared of the ghosts. What if the ghosties get me? Your bedroom's on the ground floor, so you're on the ground floor on your own all the time. Dickheads. Of course. Happy birthday in advance as well to Esther. Happy birthday in advance to everybody, because everyone's got a birthday in the future, so happy birthday everyone. Youngest sister, her birthday is the 2nd of October. My dad's birthday is the 1st of October. There we go. Can we cover the whole of October with birthdays? It is but a number. It is, apart from the fact that the number that I have is now killing me fucking back. My knees feel 51. My back feels 51. Actually, no, they don't. I feel 51. My knees and my back feel about 108. Write that date down. Yes, I knew what you meant. It's all right. Easy to remember. Do you know what? Bollocks to it. We'll just do the 1, 2 and 3 October, and then we'll start making up people's birthdays in October. We'll cover the entire month. Confetti cannons all over the hockey. Early October birthdays, yes, it's almost if New Year was 9 months earlier. That's what you all are, you October babies. You are Happy New Year, very Happy New Year birthdays. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Samueletto. Happy birthday to you. In the ghetto. Well balanced. It's all about the well balance. No New Year aiming problems. Maybe it's the countdown that helped. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very Happy New Year. Fridge is broken. You've only got lukewarm stuff left. You can't have warm stuff. Something freezing cold. Live with it every day, a balancing act. Life is a balancing act. Louise, you were your mother's birthday present. Ah, could you ask for a better birthday present than that? I was a complete accident. Or an incident, I can't work out which. Nothing wrong with them cannons. Definitely not. On that particular day. Yes, were you born on the same day, Louise? Not the exact same day as your mum, but were you born on your mum's birthday? We were born in the best time. I think it's a really good time to have been around. The 70s, the change from the start of the 70s to the end of the 70s is amazing. Even I was there for that one. And then to be able to be there and be of an age where you can enjoy the 1980s. What more can you ask for? Apart from maybe, I don't know, a couple of new knees and a new hip. Right, Louise, no. She got something else on her birthday. Right. Yes. So, you were born 9 months after your mum's birthday. Do I need to draw anyone a picture? Yes, pre-phones. I don't think my daughter can actually get her head around that. When I say to her, I am pre-mobile phone. What do you mean? Mobile phones had not been invented when I was born. What do you mean? It's like, no, seriously. They had not been invented. We had some in the 1980s, but they were the size of a suitcase. But they had not been invented when I was born. I don't get what you mean. Even things like The Encyclopedia Britannica. Have I mentioned this before, haven't I? We had the full leather-bound set of Encyclopedia Britannica, and then one day I give me dad a CD, and he said, "What's that?" I said, "It's for the computer. It's the Encyclopedia Britannica," and it blew his mind. Now, pick your phone up and you can find any fact being destroyed in history. Roaring 60s and 70s. Well, if you're born in 67, 68, it's not really roaring 60s. Well, you would be roaring, wouldn't you, when you're a baby at that point? Roaring for milk. Roaring for bitty. Pregnancy is 10 months. It is if you're bone idle. I was exceedingly premature. And some things never change, obviously. Before man walked on the moon. Exactly. If you believe they put a man on the moon. Seem to consistently get to the wrong end of the stick with Louise. Whether it's the address, Burnley, streaming, or your mum's present. Is that now going to be the euphemism for it? I've got to go to hospital. I've caught your mum's present in my zip. Same year. Older than the internet, yes. Ooh, Mandy. There you go, there's an ooh. You only get an ooh with Typhoon. Child was 31 years and counting in your sister's case. I would say 51 years in my case because I have never left the playground. Ah, there you go. Straight from Louise's mouth. Quite a lot of the time she offers the wrong end of the stick. Is this you being deliberately obtuse? Coquettishly difficult? Playing it safe? I quite like that as well. Just keep... You think you know me. Drop that in there and see what you think. 80s was a dream time. Even for me it was great. I learned how to play guitar. Everton were winning all kinds of stuff week in, week out. I seen some great bands coming through. And I was still healthy. A dream time. Is she spoiled? Is that what it is? You were but a young one during the 80s, Ali. Aye. Who's on the bar for last? It is... Oh, sorry. Oh, fucking, I meant to put Louise on there as well. Louise, you are going on Wednesday, I promise. Post-it notes. Louise en Bar, which sounds like a really nice place to visit in the south of France. Where have you been? Louise en Bar. What were it like? It were lovely. Right. Diddly-doo. Yeah, so unless we carry on going. Do you know what? Balls to it, yeah. Let's do that. There we go. And you're going on Wednesday as well. And we're going to find a way of getting rid of this stupid pissing live chat and top chat because it's bang out of order. Bang out of order. Yeah, Mandy and Esther, born in 67, Jackie 68. 80s was great, although it was known as the no future era. It was, and it wasn't, because you're also the 80s was anybody could make it. If you listen to Penthouse and Pavement by Heaven 17, it's all about that. All about anybody, if you got a ponytail and a drive, you can make a mint, make a bomb. Let's go make a bomb. Mandy born in 66, but December, so it's near enough 67, isn't it? Yuppies. What time is your roofer calling it? I'm presuming that's for our Steve. The roof is on fire. Spoiled is an understatement. Louise, you're 68 too. You don't look it. You look young. Oh, born in 68. Crimbo baby. Ali's 78. I'm 73. I look well on it, don't I? Don't say no, please. Don't anyone say no. He's going back on Saturday for the match. She in the corporates watching the game going on. We're the same age for 2 months. March. Is that you were born in March, Louise, or are you telling Jackie to go in March? It's not the 12th of July, you know. Our Jackie shouldn't be marching anywhere. Do. Plenty of bombs in the 80s there were. The chippy arrives at 8 a.m. What? Early start, proper early start. I, on the other hand, don't. I am up at 8. Jess doesn't have to be in work till 9, and she's working till what time? Yes, 5 o'clock. So she herself told me and started singing Dolly Parton. I'm working 9 to 5. Mrs. Tom was born on her mum's birthday, and her mum was born on her mum's birthday. So we've got mum, daughter, and mum, daughter, and granddaughter, or Bab's mum and grandma, all born on the same days. That is. Well, you're not going to forget that day, are you? If you're the husband, dad, grandfather in that relationship, and you forget that day, you are in deepest shizzle. Normal start, 8 a.m. till 3 or 4. That's more than enough. Middle of January for you. Nice. Very nice. Granny, mother and daughter all at once. What are the odds? I would like to know what the odds are for that, Louise. I would. I bet you that's absolutely astronomical. Jinxie, you're actually September. We'll have to keep an eye on you to see which day you suddenly go mental. And then we'll know that's the day. Mrs. Tom was in the paper as she was born. Ah, right. Headline, babe in a billion. So it's 1 billion to 1. Who'd have thunk it? Connie, yours is in February. Very nice. It's a nice short month, February, so you don't have to wait too long for it. Mine's in April. 10th of April, if anyone wants to know. I haven't hidden it, it's on the channel. I like being a spring baby. There's a certain, I don't know, a certain je ne sais quoi to it. Everton often play around my birthday, which, to be honest, fucking ruins it.
Next.
Yes, I know, I turned that off earlier. Louise is on. Ali and Steve's birthday are close because she has Spencer to sing us happy birthday together. Ah. Do you have a cutting of it, Thomas? Jackie, is that a way of asking him if he's Jewish? Is that what that means? Oh, do you mean the paper? Right, sorry. Odds into 10 figures. I would think it'd be very heavily into more than 10 figures. It makes no sense. That is almost impossible. 10 figures, man. That's heavy. Hundreds of millions, billions and trillions. The odds are good, but then the goods are odd. I like the goods though. Tom and Barbara. That's from The Good Life. If anyone's wondering what the bloody hell that is. 21st of February, Connor, good stuff. The derby is near your birthday this year. It's always near my birthday. Always is. We seem to have the Goodison derby is, or it used to always be, Aprilish at Goodison. November at the Tin Mine, April at Goodison. Which is a ball ache. We had a Good Friday. That was my birthday. We played someone and we were absolutely wasted on that particular day. Do you have the headline framed? Mrs. Tom can point at it and tell you how lucky you are. You should be so lucky, 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 lucky. You're the 24th, right? Ali's the 19th, so you're out, well, just within a week of each other. Very nice. I should have wrote all this down, really, shouldn't I? Why haven't I got me diary? Have I got a diary? Why didn't I write it down? What I could have done with was a pen and a diary, perhaps. If only I had a pen and a diary. Won't somebody find me a pen and a diary? Stupid melty-faced bastard. I'll have to go back and watch this again, won't I? Just the end of it, obviously. I'm not sitting through myself. I'm not that indulgent. Who's this guy on the TV? He's ace. He's rocking it. Oh, it's me. I'll watch the end bit. Yes, write it down, Pennsylvania. Ali, your dad's the third. Mandy's lost track. Don't worry about it. I have as well. This is going to have to be one where we go back and have a look. Write it down, do the write it down stuff. And if anyone else needs to know, just go back and watch it again and write down the dates. You know, I'm not begging for watch hours, but it will help. I used to watch the lives back just to see what they were like when I first started. Once they started getting to 2 hours, I'm not watching this bullshit anymore. I don't know how you lot manage to sit through it. I can't. And I know what's coming next. Ali, you and Steve are Jan. Connor, 21st of February, 3rd of October. For the rest of March is in... March is in Louise. Louise is in March. What the hell is wrong with me? Seriously. It's there in front of me in big white letters. It's bad enough first time round. I agree 100%. That's a solid agree. Ali 19, Steve 24th of January. You see, now, I've just sat here when I should be writing this bit down, thinking to myself, this would be a great idea to write this down. And I'm still not writing it down. Oh, shit. This is my work pad. Why am I using my work pad? Where else? And out of all of this, you heathens, you didn't even tell me the date of the baby G. Godless swine. Helen in December as well. Oh, my throat. Well, we're getting there anyway. There's some dates in there. Ruby's in October as well. Can we fill October up? We might be able to. Angie's New Year's Eve. This means we can have a party constantly. Diddly-doo-doo-doo. Tomash is also in December. Should be able to work that one out on the fixture list. Who are we playing round my birthday? I need to know. I have checked this and I can't remember. Shows you how much I care, really, doesn't it? Right, so we're playing Liverpool on the 7th of December. We're at home early. I am April. I am 10th of April. Who are we playing round that time? We are at home against Arsenal on the 5th of April. We're away at Forest on the 12th. So around my birthday, we're going to get beat heavily. Because we're playing Liverpool away on the 2nd. Arsenal at home on the 5th. Forest away on the 12th. City at home on the 19th. Chelsea away. Oh my word. Oh my word. I say oh my word. Heavy salad. I can't see where the next wind's coming from. Lots of people in December in the area with a little bottle of Budweiser. We should know Kirsty's one because I made a little thing for it, didn't I? A little video songy film thing, didn't I? A birthday candles. They might get relegated on my birthday. We'd be lucky to reach my birthday without getting bloody relegated. Arsenal and Forest already think where we're getting points from. It does. It's just we should be picking up points against teams that we should be beating. Not, oh well, you should have beat them. No, we should have beat them. Don't be saying we should have done. Just actually go out and beat them. Could have gone by yours. They could. December could be all over Red Rover. Mandy can't check her calendar while she's here. Just let me know if you know any other birthdays. We'll add them in. I'll get a calendar thing. I have looked. But you can't do a calendar. You can't do a print-on-demand calendar with 12 different pictures of Jeff. Otherwise, might have done it. You can get one picture and then have a little rip-offs, I think. Look forward to seeing the new stadium next season. Steve, if we do, you are invited up. We'll make sure you get a ticket and then take you for a non-alcoholic pint of mead or whatever it is. Point a Zoider. Or alternatively, how about we stay up, you come up, and then we'll go and get tattooed on non-alcoholic beer. Can you get tattooed on non-alcoholic beer? I don't know. Yeah, killing us softly with his song. You've got Kirsty's and Hadavic's. Good. We'll just add them. We'll have a thing somewhere, so we can just at least make sure people get a nice little video or something. I don't know. a song, an AI tune, saying, "Happy birthday, Lisa. Lisa, it's your birthday." Again, Simpsons again. Not happening this season, you're afraid? You never know. You never know. This could be the year that suddenly things click and bang, you're up there. Let the ones who are at the top or expected to be at the top just keep on beating each other while you sneak up from behind, ninja style. The Three Stooges on tour. We could do that. I would definitely take a camera with me. I always take cameras with me, don't I? I was a bit worried about that on Saturday, to be honest. When I looked in my bag, I put it in the car. When I looked in my bag, I thought, oh shit, there's far too much money's worth of stuff in there. Leave some at home. Just in case I was going to the beach afterwards, though, I needed some stuff in there. But it's nice. It's nice having all that stuff. I will try and get out this week. I want to do another video this week. Get them going. Try and get that momentum, because I got that with the Spotify stuff. And then it ground to a halt, and I had to try and restart it a little bit. And then by the time I restarted it, that's when he came out and said, "You're not going to do that anymore. I'm not allowed to do it anymore, fuckers." So it's going on YouTube instead. Jinxie, you've done brilliant tonight. You're normally fast asleep about 3 hours ago, but you feel yourself slipping now. That'll be on the toilet, won't it, where people have missed the seat? That'll be what that is. That's why you're slipping. You'll have to get your stilts. You will. Absolutely. Flanked by a couple of big chaps. Although I'm only a smidge under 6'2", so you'll be alright. Fucking smidge under 6'2". And she was sat there with a petrol pink fucking tabard on. Ali, no problem. Yeah, thank Mandy as well. You do loads on this as well. You remind me of stuff. It is appreciated. Steve's fault for pissing everywhere. Exactly. Bonne nuit, Jackie. Get your head down. You're used to that, aren't you? See, I'm evil sometimes, aren't I? But she started it. She invaded Poland. Yeah, do you know what? 11:15. We've had a good go, haven't we? I also need to go and piss all over the bathroom floor as well, I think. And I need to have a wine. Why is there always wine? That's Red Dwarf, by the way. Yeah, so let me fix a couple of things first. Because it's that time of night. Come on. We know what the score is, don't we? Has everyone got the dancing shoes? Are you all limbered up? Are we ready? Let's do this thing. Louise, you are on the bar first on Wednesday. And that's that.
Hoo-yah!